or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, yay, we're back.
The Italian free stream.
No Italians to disturb us in the horrors. The horror
route.
Okay, if I remember correctly, Shoma's still passed out after
Yeah.
absorbing Ava. But hopefully he'll tell us something. If he doesn't, I'm gonna be really pissed off for killing Ava for no reason.
Oh yeah, because he wanted the truth.
Yeah, I did that stupid truth. I've already gone too far. I definitely needed that. I'm so much more refreshed than I was yesterday. Looks like I'll be able to have a normal day today. That's what you think, Takumi.
Huh?
Shoma must have gotten enough rest by now, right? I'll go to the cafeteria and check in with the others first.
Surely he's had enough rest.
Surely. Unfortunately, there was no sign of Shoma when I got to the cafeteria.
Ah.
Hey guys, Shoma's still out, huh?
Looks like it. Last I heard, Yugama was taking a look at him.
He's not gonna like take out
There's a word that I think is wrong.
hold on. He's not gonna like take out Shoma's soul and put it in Siri's body or anything, is he?
Aha!
Oh, that could be fun. I'm okay with someone else getting turned into Siri this time around.
I just hope he really has unlocked this last memory. Otherwise, letting him kill Ava will all have been for nothing.
Huh.
We'd have had to dispose of her eventually anyway. There's no use regretting it now. I guess you're right. At any rate, we should probably get breakfast started. Yeah, of course. I idly heaped some food onto my plate and took a seat. I wasn't really paying attention to my surroundings until someone rushed in and sat down opposite to me. How come you remember what we talked about yesterday? Well, I found something you could help with. There's a couple of materials I'm thinking of using for the repairs. Could you go find them for me so I can try it out? Sure, sounds good. What am I looking for? Glass, reinforced plastic, and carbon steel. Do you think you could get 2 of each one? Two each of glass, reinforced plastic, and carbon steel. Got it. I'll see what I can do. Thanks. It's not exactly urgent, but I prefer if you could do it as soon as possible. So it is urgent then. Anyway, I'll try and look for them too when I have time. I can't leave all the hard work up to you. Okay, bye, Tsubasa. Tsubasa got up and left, looking surprisingly carefree.
Wait, what the fuck was the conversation with Tsubasa about?
It was, remember, like, Tsubasa's fixing up Sirei, and, like, to repair him, I guess she needs all this shit.
Oh, right.
To, like, I don't know.
Completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
I just remember Shoma being passed out.
It's just a minor side plot, I guess they're doing. As for me, I finished my breakfast and went back to my room to think about what to do next. If Tsubasa needs those materials to fix Siri, I should probably go find them sooner rather than later.
Huh?
Maybe I should start today? Or do I have anything more important to do? No, you don't have anything more important to do, Takumi.
Nope.
Don't worry. I'll go get these materials.
Exploration.
They really like sending us on explorations for things, huh? Well, it's probably... Is it gonna be one of those, like, skip ones where I can just do it?
Maybe.
Move out!
Okay. Oh my god, in the desert.
Wow. You have to go all the way over there.
Oh my god.
All the way over there. And all the way over there.
Oh my god. Too many places to go to.
Yay.
I am not doing this.
Whoa.
We got glass,
How can you so fast?
reinforced plastic, carbon steel.
You're gonna have to do this again tomorrow because you need
No,
two.
don't
wait, no.
worry.
Oh my god.
I got more.
All of them. I thought they were gonna
Yeah.
divide this up into 2 days. Jesus
No,
Christ,
we-
Takumi, how much did you make them walk for?
Let's go. We need to get all this shit done in one day so I can do free time later. I thought it was getting dark out. Time sure flies. So I guess Shoma didn't wake up today either. Somebody would have told me if he had. I'm getting more and more curious about this terrible truth he kept talking about. He had to sacrifice Ava's life for this information, so it had better be important. After all this, he is going to remember it, right? Still feeling a little uneasy, I climbed into bed and let my consciousness slowly drift away. Day 66.
Wow.
We're 2/3 of the way through this.
Oh my god. Maybe I'll move faster now if I'm right and there's not any more major decisions to the end.
Time to get up. First things first, let's go to the cafeteria and see if anyone's heard from Shoma.
Well, it looks like his ass is still in his room.
Hey guys, what's up? I cast a quick glance around the cafeteria. Sure enough, someone from our group was missing. Shoma still hasn't woken up?
Afraid not. I saw him open his eyes for like a second yesterday. Yes, the sight of my beautiful face relaxed him enough to fall asleep again. Gave him a couple of Iron Claw slams after that. It was no good. He was out cold. You sure it's not the claw holes that put him out in the first place?
I think Gaku's with him now. He grabbed a bottle of hot sauce and said something about waking up whether he liked it or not.
Gaku!
Bro, just gonna spray a shit ton of hot sauce.
Oh my god.
Somehow, I doubt that's going to work.
I want to hear what he has to say as soon as he wakes up. What do you think he's going to tell us?
I can't even imagine. It can't be that much worse than Earth being the real invading force, can it?
Even if what I'm about to remember sends me into the depths of despair, I'm glad you were the one to give me that push.
Depths of despair. Judging by that choice of words, this secret must be something worse than any of us can imagine. What about Shion? Is he okay? We haven't seen him since, well, you know.
I don't blame him. It must have been a shock finding out all this crazy shit about the war and where he came from.
Yeah, if I was in his place, I wouldn't know what to think or who to trust anymore. I hope he doesn't do anything that might cause us trouble. With Siri gone, he's probably not in a very good place emotionally. One more reason for us to get Siri repaired and working again, I guess. If anything happens to Shion, that's it. We lose. Humanity is finished. I have to do something. I didn't come back just to see this mission fail all over again. I didn't stay in the cafeteria long, but went back to my room to plan on my next move. I had a feeling I was going to have a busy day. A busy day doing free time! Honestly, I'm not sure if we really need Siri anymore. But if repairing him will make Shion feel better, then we owe it to him to try. I could also let her handle repairing Siri while I prepare for the next battle. Well, we got everything, so let's see. Who do we need to give gifts? Wait, Ito's alive, right? And we can give shit to him.
Yes, because he's still in that cage, right?
Yeah, he's in there. Well, we can peruse, I guess. And think about what he would like. What the hell does this do? No, it's not the silverware. Maybe it is the ton of paper.
I'm just so confused with the random illustrations you're supposed to. Because who the fuck else?
I don't think anyone else wants the ton of paper, right?
No, because who the fuck would want?
Well, maybe he wants the ton of
I don't know.
paper.
Honestly, I'm not that invested in giving him shit that he wants anyways. Just get it up.
I suppose I'll take.
Sure.
3.
Good enough.
Neutral.
He's like, well, I don't know, I guess it's just a bunch of paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not to metagame.
Yeah.
I did remember, I saw people saying that Gaku's likes or Gaku's dislikes are the exact opposites of Ito's shit that he likes. So if we think of shit that Gaku hates,
Yeah.
then maybe Ito would like it.
Dark glasses.
Whoa. Wonder who's that?
The no, I think this is the stupid temporary tattoo that we haven't unlocked.
Oh, sticky tape. It kills you. Give him the bomb code.
The bomb color.
He did like the painting.
He did like that painting.
Old fashioned scooter.
Yeah.
A whole limousine.
Oh yeah, I think someone wants it. Radio telescope. Maybe he wants this.
Maybe.
This seems like something.
Hey girl. It's also question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, there's like, I think like one word we haven't unlocked or something. I think it's from Ato if I had to guess. Like,
This
he's
could
probably
actually
given
be
to us.
pretty useful.
Good
Not
enough.
bad. And then the barf bags are for.
I'll give that to him next time. Who's here? Who could that be at this hour? I'm at the door to greet my late night visitor. Hey Takumi, sorry to disturb you. I've been really busy today, and I guess I lost track of time. So, did you find the materials I asked for yet? Sure did. Here you go. I handed Tsubasa the things I'd found.
You got it all? That's amazing! Way to go, Mr. Big Shot Team Leader.
Big shot. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just glad I could help.
Oh, you helped all right. I'll get back to working on Seri first thing tomorrow. Thanks again. Good night.
Okay.
Hi, Tsubasa.
Tsubasa left with a cheery wave, looking energized and pretty hopeful overall. Good, all that hard work paid off. Now we can go to bed with a clear conscience. Reasonably satisfied with how things went, I got into bed. I had my share of worries, of course. Shoma was waking up, and Shion hadn't shown himself in what felt like a long time. But those worries paled in comparison to the true depths of despair I would soon be thrust into.
Oh, Christ.
Yay! Day 67. Morning again. First things first, I'll check out the cafeteria. Shoma's gotta be awake by now.
Gotta be.
He's gotta be, right?
Gotta be, bro.
Yeah. Oh, we don't even get
You won't even give us a chance to look at the freaking thing. Oh.
Huh? There's no one here. Are they all still asleep? But the morning announcement should have woken them up like normal. Don't tell me there's been an attack. How could I miss something like that? Oh, there's Nozomi. Takumi, there you are. Nozomi, what's going on? Where is everybody? They're all in the classroom on the second floor. The one you woke up in when you first got here. What? Why there? Shoma's going to make an announcement, and he wants to do it there. I went to your room to tell you, but you'd already left. Shoma's awake? But why are we meeting in that classroom? I don't get it. Neither do I. But apparently whatever she's gonna tell us has something to do with how we came to the school in the first place. It'll be faster if you hear it from him yourself. Come on. Right. Okay.
You just like the classroom setting, that's why he wants to do it on there.
Nozomi dashed out of the cafeteria before I could even get my answer out. I hurried after her out into the hallway.
Oh boy.
Ugh, I have to walk.
Hurry.
No, I don't want to walk. Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Shoma, you're awake. I'm glad you're okay.
Sorry to make you worry over a pathetic gutter snipe like me. He was just waking up when I went to check on him. The moment his eyes were open, he said he wanted to talk to everyone right away. I went around knocking on everyone's doors, but I guess you were up too early for me, Mr. Sumino.
Huh? Hold on a minute. I don't see Hideko or Takimaru. Why are they here?
Shoma said he wanted all of us to hear this, so those two went to get the others.
The others? You don't mean. I thought they were getting A-top!
they're gonna fucking bring him in like a chokehold or some shit.
Bro, they're gonna put him on a leash.
Fucking like,
Yeah.
like freaking straight jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're here.
Oh, it's Shion. Shion?
We finally came out of the defense room after I stood outside yelling for a while. I was gonna try breaking down the door like you did that one time, but turns out I didn't need to go that far.
I happened to sense you was outside before I came to that.
Guess my aura of badassery is so strong you can feel right through the walls.
It's good to see you again, Shion. Are you getting your strength back? Yes, I should be fine. Just then, somebody else entered the room.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Hideko. I'm back. Here he is. Of course, it was Hideko that went together.
Yeah.
Oh, hello?
But sorry, your guys' aura is making me want to fucking hurl.
Hello, everyone. It's been a while.
Hey, Toe.
Shoma was good enough to invite me to your little party. It's an honor to be one of the group again. So much so it makes me... Fuck.
It makes you what?
Sorry, there was a little bit to that sentence. I didn't read ahead that much.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I did.
Oh, it was close enough to what I was gonna fucking add, but
Yeah.
So much it makes me want to... It makes my skin crawl. Oh, don't look at me like that. I'll just sit quietly and listen like a good little prisoner. Even if he does try something funny, you don't have to worry about a thing with me around. There ain't no boy alive that I can't beat down with a bar-knuckle brawl.
sounds like a challenge. You have first sparring match after this?
Guys, focus. We're here for Shoma, remember?
I'm sorry it took me so long. There was so much information to deal with, my brain couldn't piece it all together. Strain was too much for me at first, but I'm okay now. I'm ready.
He really did remember something after all. The terrible truth he kept talking about in the last battle. This is it. We're finally going to get our answers. Alright, Shoma. Everyone's here. This means you remembered something important, right?
Yes, I remember it all now, thanks to Ava and her Hemoanima. Whoa, you actually went through with it? Well done, Shoma. Took real courage.
You realize this is your fault for putting the idea in his head?
I did nothing of the sort. All I did was give some friendly, impartial advice. Shoma just happened to come to the same conclusion, that your prisoner had to die. Knowing how hatefully ruthless you all are, I had a feeling it would turn out this way.
What happened to I'll just sit quietly and listen?
Oh.
Go on, Shoma.
First, let me go over some basics. Siri had access to the technology that could suppress or overwrite people's memories. That process was used on all of us to erase certain parts of our past.
That explains why we don't remember how we got here.
But just what memories did they take from us? I'm guessing our cryptoglobin transfusions for a start. Pretty much everything from when we were at Kamakura General Hospital as well.
We are sure that our memories were rewritten, right?
Absolutely, but thanks to my Hemoanima, mine weren't completely erased.
You said before that your Hemoanima perceived the erasure process as a threat and activated to prevent it. Is that why you had those peculiar flashbacks? They were the memories you managed to save?
Yes, every time my Hemoanima gets stronger, my skill was able to recover more of our stolen past. After I absorbed Ava's powers, I finally got back all my memories. I remember it all now.
And what did you remember exactly? Are you okay, Shoma?
What I remembered was... it was something that sent me spiraling into despair. I'd gotten fragments of it before, but I didn't want to believe it. I can't deny it anymore, though. It's the truth. It's all true.
What's true? Quit keeping us in suspense. It's okay, Shoma. However bad the secret is, you don't have to keep it to yourself anymore. We all have the right to know about it too. A right and a responsibility. We'll bear the burden of the truth together. So don't be afraid. Go ahead and tell us. All right.
No, stop it. I don't want to know. I felt a sudden urge to go back on my decision, but the words died in my throat. The air in the room was heavy, like something terrible was about to happen. For some reason, it felt like if I learned this secret, I wouldn't be me anymore. And yet, deep down, I knew this was something I needed to know. There was no going back now.
Our memories that were modified are of our time in the Tokyo residential complex. In the complex? Before we came here, we were all living there, right?
Yes, of course. Where are you going with this?
The Tokyo residential complex. That's where we were born, where we grew up, where we lived our entire lives. Tsubasa with her grandpa and his workshop, Moka with her wrestling career, Yugamo and his family of assassins, Gaku and his poverty.
Say it like that!
Shoma get his ass.
Oh,
Shoma
God.
get his ass.
Gaku catching stray.
During the fucking trip down.
When does that gotta be my defining feature?
Well,
The thing is, those lives, those memories, none of them are real.
so they were all fabricated.
Someone was writing fan fiction and those fucking
see.
memory erasers.
So were they? That's so. Because one of my theories was like they're just test tube babies, and none of the lives actually were real. I guess
we were all in orbs.
I guess they were. Maybe that's why they were all in those like tube things. Remember when they were like when Shoma had that flashback and it was
Yeah.
that one CG, but they were like 10 or something,
Yeah,
and I was like, wow, it's kind of weird that they're all in there.
yeah.
Eh.
So like maybe
Oh, well.
maybe at the end of the day, maybe Nozomi is the one that got the least amount of brainwash because she like
Maybe.
crawled in there.
Yeah. Maybe Nozomi's memories are like the real deal then.
Yeah,
Like at least, well, not the lobotomized ones, but like
Yeah.
the ones about like her mom and stuff.
yeah.
Like maybe they're actually real.
Yeah.
It's very interesting though that like that Takumi's memories include like Kadoa, who I guess does not exist. Wait,
Yeah.
is that why like freaking Syria in the comedy realm?
Yeah, it was
like
like-
Kadoa does not exist.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
he was for real. He wasn't goofing. He was for real.
But then also there was the scene at the end of Rod Zero where there's always like, I remember being Kadoa. I remember you, Takumi. And it's like, huh?
Yeah. I don't
No,
know.
I don't
Maybe,
know.
maybe someone's gonna elaborate.
Maybe she is lobotomized a little bit. Just a little.
Maybe.
Huh?
Our memories of our lives in the complex, they're all false memories that were implanted into us. The friends and families we've been so desperate to protect all this time, none of them actually exist.
What are you talking about, Shoma? They don't exist? No, that can't be right. My grandpa, the workshop, that was my normal life. It's from way before we got here and started having our memories messed with.
And the other kids at the foster home, we might not be related by blood, but they're still real family. No, it's all a lie. Everything we knew about our lives came from false memories.
Fake memories?
Put it out, Shoma. That shit ain't funny, man.
I'm serious. I wish I could shrug this off as a joke or delusion, but it's all true.
But then, if the past we know is a lie, then who are we really?
We weren't born in a Tokyo residential complex. We were created in Kamakura General Hospital.
We were grown inside special machines there. And until we woke up in this classroom 67 days ago, that's where we spent our entire lives.
Uh-huh.
No, this can't be right.
My pulse was hammering in my ears so hard I could barely hear what everyone was saying. I wanted to shut this conversation down, to run from the truth, but my body wouldn't let me. I stood there, rooted to the spot, taking in everything Shoma said in spite of myself.
We weren't born. We were grown. We're clones, artificial humans made in a lab.
Stupid test tube babies.
That's two babies, bro. Clones. You shitting me?
That's all we've ever been. Our memories from before we got here are all fake. They're just fictional scenarios implanted in our brains to give us the illusion of having lived real lives.
I don't understand. Why would they do that?
All of it was for humanity's sake. We were made this way to be humanity's protectors. That also includes our hemoanima.
But isn't hemoanima supposed to be something only people from this planet are born with?
That's right. The reason we have it is because of the persons whose genes were used to create us. That person is you, Shion.
Oh,
Leon's our dad!
yeah. Wait a minute.
This is our dad!
Hold on. I guess it makes sense if they like stole him, you know,
Yeah.
from the people here, and then they were like, you know what we can do? We can make more of him,
Yeah.
and then thus we were all born.
Oh, fuck.
That's kind of funny.
Oh my god. Shion's our asexually reproduced father, bro.
Oh God, that's very interesting implication. I don't think it's like that, like because it's like clone technology, so
Yeah.
it's not like he gave birth.
That's true. I don't think he can give birth. That's a fetus.
Yeah. But it's very interesting.
Hashtag mpreg.
It is an interesting thing to think about, I guess.
Yeah.
Me?
Whoa, time out. I can't keep up with all these twists. Same here. We were created using Shion's DNA, so we can inherit the power of his incredible cryptoglobin. That's where our hemoanima really comes from.
I overheard all of this from the researchers at the hospital. We didn't have hemoanima transfused into us. It's been an inherent part of who we are from the very start.
So we kind of are like part of like the aliens that live here, I guess.
Yes.
Kinda.
Yeah.
All that was left was to give us the proper motivation to protect mankind, so we were given false memories. And then we were sent here, to Futurum.
So the reasons we've been so desperate to win this war, and the people we've been fighting for, none of them are real?
To sum things up, cryptoglobin is a gift from the planet, given only to its greatest heroes. The Futurum commanders can only be defeated by other cryptoglobin users, so the Earth's authorities decided to make some of their own. After kidnapping Shion, they used his DNA to create soldiers with the same power, and gave them memories that would make them save humanity at any cost. That's what we really are? Yeah, we're like characters in a battle manga, or video game. Of the sort, you know. Just as an example. We exist purely to fight. Our past, our friends, our families, they're all just fictional pieces of fiction devised to further that end. Come to think of it, when I was on the other side, some of the commanders said something I didn't quite understand. They seemed annoyed that I could take damage from conventional attacks, almost like my cryptoglobin should have prevented it. For clones, just copies of real cryptoglobin user, then generation loss maybe account for why our powers aren't as potent as theirs.
Wait a minute.
Yes, Takumi? I finally found my voice and cried out, but it was hard to string together a coherent sentence. My whole body was shaking.
Just hold on, okay? We shouldn't just accept this as true right away, you know? If it were true, that would mean it was all a lie.
Yeah, those are actually 3D models,
My
man.
peaceful,
Whoa.
mundane, average
They
life.
modeled them themselves and injected it into his brain.
The town I grew up in, all the things I did there, the people I met.
Oh, that's why they also had that. If I remember correctly, I think it was like literally like Route Zero or something. They were like, man, we're all from the TRC, but we've never seen each other before. That's kind of odd. But we were like, I don't know, that can be explained, maybe.
Yeah.
No, it's just because they're fucking Taisu babies. And none of them exist in the outside world.
I mean, if they're clones too, I mean, they could have gotten, like, I guess data from real people, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm assuming. They got different, like, DNA samples from actual people.
Like, different memories. So maybe, like, Takumi just happened to get memories of, like, Nozomi's, like, best friend or something.
Maybe.
And that's why, like, Nozomi's, or, like, Kara's there.
Even Karuha. None of that was real? You can't just fake an entire person's life! We would have noticed something was wrong, wouldn't we? It has to be real!
Well,
Woof.
Yeah, all my brothers and sisters, they can't just be made up.
my ideal target too? Even the feelings that made me want to kill her in the first place? There ain't no way all that only exists in our heads.
Yeah, it's not possible.
Um,
I wouldn't be so sure about that. If we accept what Shoma is saying is true, it would explain a few things.
It would? Don't make me click on him.
Dude,
You said the story would help explain some things. What did you mean by that? To be the one that reads a bunch.
Shit, man, my bad. I read, I can't pronounce.
Oh, was he actually reading in the first place?
Listen, sometimes you like just see words and like you don't know how to pronounce them, so it's just kind of like bland in your head, you know? And you hear someone say it out loud, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck, that's how you say that shit? My bad. Because if we did make contact, we'd realize everyone we knew really didn't exist. Exactly. Well, we'd have figured that out anyway once we got back to the satellite. Sure, but by then we've already won the war and wiped out every last future on the planet.
So essentially, no one cares about our feelings or how much the truth would hurt us, as long as we get the job done.
Oh my god, colonizers don't give a shit about people's feelings? That's fucking crazy, wow.
No way! My parents, my family, I refuse to believe they're nothing but a lie. Me too. You're gonna make me cry.
It's all a lie? Is it real? She only exists in my memories? There's no way. If she's not real, then what am I doing here? What's it all been for? Oh, we're doing this again.
No.
We don't know for sure if any of this is true. There's no evidence or anything.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but I might know something that supports it too.
What?
The last few days, I've been holed up in the war room, going through the data and documents on the central computer. I figured since Zero wasn't here to stop me, this was my chance to check out everything he wouldn't want me to see. While I was doing that, I noticed something that seemed odd.
What was it?
Our DNA records. Same ones the Revival Matic uses to bring us back when we died. I used the equipment in the biolab to run a detailed analysis on it, and... well, honestly, I thought it must be some kind of mistake. Well, now...
What did you find out?
Our genetic code is remarkably similar. I could buy maybe 2 or 3 complete strangers having these many commonalities, but 14 is too much of a coincidence. Huh? Kept quiet about it since it didn't seem relevant, but now it's all falling into place. We really are all clones of the same person, and of course our genes would be similar. We're basically all related.
I'm not gonna dissect that statement
See,
too much.
I'm just gonna not keep this as canon. This makes my life easier.
It's like, we're not gonna think about this too long.
I'm like scrolling through all the fan art I've reposted, like, oh, fuck me, bro.
Dude! Yeah, but like, I think no one else cares. But what the hell are you gonna do with this information?
Yeah. Like, what am I supposed... Unless we find out that this isn't true.
Wait, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe that's why everyone's living their lives
Or
normal.
maybe everyone has also disregarded it as...
Which is also very,
Yeah.
very valid, because
Like-
it's like, everything kind of falls apart after that.
Like, oh, like every single Xion ship, it's like,
Oh,
oh,
fuck.
fuck, you're shipping with their dad. That's crazy.
Their dad, who's also a fetus.
Like, oh,
We're just not gonna address any.
no. So, Xion's our...
Thanks, Eva, you spelled it out perfectly.
Xion's our father, and we're all siblings? We're siblings! Takimaru's like, fuck. I'm not gonna think about it.
Yes, exactly. Xion's genetic material was the starting point for each and every one of us. If we were to compare our DNA against his, similarities would be even clearer.
You're all, I'm your...
I know it's hard to believe, but this is all the truth.
We're nothing but disposable soldiers created to fight humanity's war for them. Our lives in the Tokyo residential complex and the people we hold dear are all false memories.
Or maybe this is more false memories
Yeah, this is-
layered
Shoma-
on top of it.
Shoma, if I find out this isn't real, I'm beating you
Oh
up.
god.
They were implanted into us to give us the motivation we needed to fight. They're all just character
That was
backstories
a really
in the
long
giant
process.
work of fiction that is our life.
He was thinking about that analogy for a while.
They're all just... what the fuck is the word for it?
In reality, we were in the machines that grew us the whole time. When we finally came out of them, we woke up here, in this classroom. In a way, that's when we were really born. That's when we came into the real world for the very first time. And almost right away, we started fighting the invaders. That's the only thing we were ever meant to do. That's it. That's the terrible truth that I remembered. That I sacrificed Ava for.
This is the truth?
No way. There's no way something so crazy could be true, is there?
Not even human? But we're not exactly futurans either.
I guess we're more like tools or weapons.
We're monsters. Creatures created from Shion's DNA to destroy and nothing else.
Damn it! This is also fucked up. My head feels like it's gonna crack open. Kinda makes you want to give up on life. Except we don't even have the option of dying.
This is too much.
In that case, there's only one person who's actually human. The one who wasn't originally intended to be a part of this mission. You, Nozomi.
Living weapons made from stolen DNA to defeat Futurum's cryptoglobin-wielding defenders. Able to die in battle and come right back to fight again and again. Renewable, but also totally disposable. That's what we really are?
This is my fault. All of this happened because of me.
Bro, you are
No.
a baby.
No, this happened because of colonizers, Big Dog.
If I hadn't been born with this power, none of you would have had to suffer like this. It's all my fault.
Shion's words of anguish echoed in my head, but I couldn't say a word. What could I even say at a time like this? One part of my mind was still desperately going over everything I'd learned. There had to be some contradiction in there, something to disprove this insane story. But there is! Takumi, you have to remember! Remember! Because Sobi remembers you!
Yeah.
That's like the only thing that's like weird about this
Yeah.
entire thing where I'm like, maybe that's not true.
Yeah, maybe Shoma's fucking lying out of his ass.
I don't know.
Well, not on purpose. I'm
Right.
sure it's true to him, but
Maybe it is some like fake memories on top of fake memories.
yeah.
So to hide the
Yeah.
real memories. That's why I was thinking back on my days in the residential complex. Those peaceful days, still so vivid in my mind. I replayed those memories in my head over and over again. I fixated on every last detail, trying to reassure myself that those events were real. Trying to reassure myself that I was real. I sank deeper and deeper into those recollections until everything else seemed to fade away. Hey, 60, yay!
We all passed out in this classroom.
Yay! What was real and what was just a dream? I didn't want to know anymore. I shut my eyes tight and tried not to think about it. I didn't want to think about anything anymore. I just wanted it all to go away. Are we gonna have day skips again?
They passed out.
Karuwa, it's
Oh,
fine.
it's this flashback.
Just go.
Huh?
What?
Hold on. Maybe I shouldn't be skipping. I just thought it was another. I don't know if anything changed about, like, the thing. So it starts. Where happened? Oh yeah, something about the cold. I'll
Taki,
just.
your mom always treats me to delicious meals. I want to repay her a little, and I'm free anyway. No one would be home if I went back.
Stop it. I don't want to see this.
Is your mom busy with her research again?
Yeah, she's been staying at the lab for the past few days, so she hasn't been coming home.
I see.
More importantly, here, have some. I made rice porridge.
Just stop. I don't want these memories anymore. They're not real anyway. Please, just stop. Let me just disappear. Day 69.
Funny number.
I wanted to escape from reality, but my dreams didn't offer any relief. I cleared my mind and embraced a sense of nothingness, letting myself go completely numb. What would happen if the enemy decided to attack now? Why should I care about any of that? Live or die, it's all the same to me. I don't have the energy to fight against it anymore. I prefer to just disappear, to sink into infinite darkness and never come back up again.
I feel like we should keep an eye on Shion, because I feel like this is a lot for him too.
Yeah. Clutter.
The fuck clutter.
Oh, we're here.
Siri. This is all far too cruel. How could you do this? How could you keep something that important from them? It's too much. They deserve better than this. It hurts to think that it was humanity, that it was people like me who did this to them. Siri, I have a request. It's not much, but there's still one thing I don't understand. Before this war is over, I want answers. So, I need you to wake up, Siri.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Is he awake? Hello?
Hello, Siri?
Someone's here. Takumi, get your ass up and answer the stupid door. Who's there? Oh, who cares? It's got nothing to do with me anymore. Bro, your door's gonna get broken down again.
Oh, God. It's Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, fuck!
You didn't close the door in time!
Your power ran out.
With a wrenching, splintering noise, the door to my room was kicked open. Hanazami. So you are in here. You could have just answered, you know. I had no idea these doors were so fragile. I didn't think I'd actually be able to break it down. Why are they so fragile?
It's because they don't care, bro.
I guess. Anyway, the air in here feels kind of stale. Wouldn't you like a change of scenery?
What are you doing here, Nozomi?
I hadn't spoken out loud in several days. I was surprised at how hoarse my voice sounded.
Leave me
Horse.
alone.
Horse
I don't
game?
care.
Horse? The horse?
I don't care about any of it.
Takumi, there's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. Please, will you just come with me for a minute?
Take your time. You can get yourself together first. I'll be waiting for you outside. Nozomi left my room with a look of quiet determination on her face. After several exasperated sighs, I sluggishly sat up and got out of bed. Fine, I guess. I stepped outside and found myself squinting in the light. Maybe it was because I'd spent so long with my room, but the outside world felt way too bright to me now. Thank you for coming, Takumi. It really means a lot to me. You said you wanted to talk about something? Yes, it's about our past together. You mean me and Kadoa? Forget it. I don't care anymore. I don't care about any of it. Why not? What do you mean? Isn't it obvious?
There's no such person as Kadoa Kashimiya. There never was. It was all just made up.
No, not all of it.
Huh? First of all, Siri's been repaired and reactivated. I convinced Tsubasa to finish the job. Siri? When I told him everything that had happened, he saw that it was no good denying it. He owned up to interfering with our memories and confirmed that everything Shoma told us is true.
Hey!
Is that all? I think we pretty much figured that out already. There's more. Unlike the rest of you, my memories weren't completely fabricated, but they were modified. I got Siri to undo the process and give me back any memories that had been taken from me. Oh? I finally remembered about my mother.
My My mom dedicated her life to understanding cryptoglobin. She poured everything she had into it. She even let her own daughter become a test subject to further that research, but it
Your
didn't
mom's
go
like
well.
a terrorist?
And in the end,
Well,
she took her own life. That's the real reason I wanted to join this mission.
remembering this has been like losing her all over again. At first, I thought I might have been happier never finding out. But it's for the best that I did. These memories are a part of who I am. And I remembered something else that was important to me, too. I remembered you, Takumi. Me? It turned out they took more memories from me than I thought. Specifically, ones of what happened when I went to Kamakura when I was little. I'd often explore the hospital alone and give my mom a headache. But I don't remember too much from that time. I had guessed it was because the rejection symptoms were so rough.
The rejection symptoms had nothing to do with it, though. I remember it all now. Like I said, I used to wander around the hospital while I was waiting for my mom to finish her work, but there was one room I was told never to go into. I was only a kid, so my curiosity got the better of me. And one day, I snuck in. It was full of weird machines with these clear capsule-like things on them. I was kind of scared, but I walked up to the nearest one and looked inside. When I did, I could hardly believe what I was seeing. Inside the machine was a boy, about the same age as me.
You mean...
This next part might just be a coincidence, but when I looked in the pod, the boy opened his eyes, and he smiled at me. At least, I think he did. The strangest thing was,
Bald talking.
I had to keep
Oh,
my mom's
sorry.
research,
What
and the
did it
fact
say?
that I was helping with it a secret from everyone. I kept my distance from my classmates, and even if I did talk to them, I never had time to hang out with anyone on the weekends. But when that boy smiled at me, I felt like I'd finally made a friend. That's how it seemed to me at the time, anyway. I snuck into that room again and again to talk to the boy in the machine. Most of the time, his eyes were closed, but I liked to think he could hear me. He was the one person I could be completely honest with. I could talk to him about anything. Things I enjoyed, things I found annoying, even what it was like when my dad died, or about the scar on my stomach. One time, while I was talking to him, his eyes opened a little, and then he lifted up his arm and put his hand on the glass. It was like he was trying to reach out and touch me. I was so happy because it meant he really could hear me. He'd heard me, and he wanted to be friends too. But then, despite how much he meant to me, I forgot all about him. Until I got Siri to help me remember.
They really erased your memories?
I think someone from the hospital must have caught me. This project was top secret, so they wouldn't have hesitated to do whatever it took to prevent any leaks. I don't like to think about it, but my mom might have had a hand in it too.
Oh my god.
Whoa, really?
Whoa.
No one would have guessed.
With my memories of that boy gone, I probably never would have met him again. But somehow, I did. When I came here.
So... that boy in the pod was me?
I think so. Yes.
But you were bald.
Or rather, I'm sure of it. It was definitely you, Takumi. We really did know each other before we came here. You're that same boy I spoke to about so many things. You heard my voice, saw my face, and learned about my feelings. I'm just speculating, but you were probably being fed memories about a fictional version of the complex while you were being raised in that pod. Isn't it possible some information about me got mixed in with them?
Mixed in?
Even if you weren't aware of it, your brain must have processed my face, my voice, and other things about me. It's like when stuff you've seen during your day turns up in your dreams.
So... that's why Karuo was the way she was? That's why she looked just like you? Because my subconscious... what? Projected you onto the childhood friend in the false memories I was being fed?
I can't be sure, but it would make sense, wouldn't it? Although, in that case, I think I owe you an apology. When you came to rescue Second to Last Defense Academy, I thought that was our first meeting. It turns out, I'd just forgotten you. You humored me, but you knew we weren't strangers the whole time. You kept all those precious memories safe for me, in your own way. Takumi, I know I've got no right to tell you how to feel about this, but just because your memories were created for you, that doesn't mean you have to give up on life. I mean, it wasn't all a lie. Your memories of Karuo and of me, they're real. The same goes for everything that's happened since we got here. The days we've spent together at this academy, those are undeniably real. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should continue fighting. Not for people like me. In fact, I'd prefer it if you didn't. From now on, I'll protect you guys instead.
You'll... protect us?
Yes, because no matter what else may be true, you're my friends. I don't mind putting myself in danger if it means keeping you safe. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for listening. I should get going.
Nozomi Loki, that shit's insane as fuck. That's
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't feel as wholesome as I think Nozomi wanted it to feel.
I mean,
That feels insane. Nozomi, you're an insane person.
what's wrong?
Nozomi, you're an insane.
They were
You're
just friends.
These fucking test tube babies like smiled when I said hi, and now
Yeah.
we're friends. And I'm
Yeah.
implanting this like friendship model on this fucking test tube war baby that was born to be like dehumanized.
Yeah, but now that Takumi knows that they were friends from before
Were
he
they?
was conscious.
Were they?
From when he was literally still in the tomb. That he doesn't remember anything about.
Like, oh my god. Nozomi, that's crazy.
It's okay. Takumi's delusional. Anyways. Before I could answer, Nozomi turned away and went back to her own room. I kept my eyes on her every step of the way until she disappeared from view. I was still seized by the same confusion and despair I'd been feeling the last few days. So I guess it is true that
Oh, fuck.
they all have the
Unless
same
Siri
DNA.
decided to do a fucking Uno reverse.
Oh god. What the hell do I do with this information?
Ignore it. I think.
Absolutely not. Also, it's like, okay, who the hell were these researchers when they were planting fake memories in these people?
Right?
Like, they were just creating their OCs. They were like,
Yeah.
guys, wouldn't it be really cool if one of them was really poor?
Yeah, let's make one of these like suffer. Make this one have like crippling self-consciousness. Like, also the fact that they made them all look different, like freaking
Yeah.
DEI hires.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck?
Mm.
Yeah, let's make this one an assassin.
Yeah.
Whose like limbs got fucked around with, by the way. Honestly, it's probably because the researchers did like experiments on them too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. Like past like then like instead of like just like you know, just messing around with their like human anima and shit. They
Mhm.
probably also did like human experiments on them too.
Yeah.
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 Also, it is strange, like with this information too, with like Ima and Kako being like 3 years younger than
Oh
them.
yeah, about that.
And it's like
Hmm.
the horrifying implication is that they fucked around with two of them too much
Ah.
and it killed them.
And they were
and,
like, ah, fuck.
and so they're like, we need two more.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like that's the horrifying implication of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Shion, you lost 2 children.
No,
Shion.
I don't know if that's the best thing to tell.
Shion!
Yeah.
Guys, we should go beat Siri up now that he's alive.
Oh, but I guess we need him to tell us more things.
What the fuck is he gonna tell us? Beat the shit out of him. I think they should have a free day. Tie him up like a fucking piñata. To beat the shit out of him.
Well, but now, for the first time since I'd found the truth, I was feeling something else too.
Rage. I guess this is how we're gonna skip through a shit ton of days.
Yep.
I don't want to see your fuck ass face anymore, Siri. Give me Monokuma.
Not again. No, I don't know if you want to. It's been a while since the morning announcement actually woke me up. I still don't feel like getting up though. Nozomi said Siri's been fixed now. I sure as heck don't want to talk to him. I can't guarantee I wouldn't end up breaking him all over again. I decided to spend the day just spacing out, not doing or thinking anything. But for some reason, my mind kept going back to what Nozomi had told me. It had given me a warm feeling in my chest that still hadn't gone away. I really had met Nozomi Kunifuji before. That was the one shred of truth amongst all the lies. And then Nozomi gave him that stupid nickname too.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because it's the same one.
Taki.
Even though I didn't remember it myself, she was still carved into my consciousness. And those details had created her. Karuha Kashimiya, my childhood friend, who never really existed. A girl who meant the world to me, but was just part of some fictional backstory. Those memories may have been fake, but the ones that formed the base for them was real. My brain had embellished those details and combined them with ones of my friend and my manufactured memories. Those two factors together were what created Karuha. Thinking about it like that, maybe Nozomi had a point. If even one thing was true, then maybe... Ah, the invaders, bro. No one's gonna show up. On pure instinct, I jumped out of bed. I knew all too well what that sounded like. It's an enemy attack.
Intruder.
Enemy?
Yeah.
Bro, that's your cousin, dog.
Yeah! I got to my feet out of habit, but now I stopped short. Why should I care if the enemy attacks now? Why should I care if the residential complex is destroyed? The people I thought I cared about don't even exist. Why should I care about what happens to humanity? I don't have a single reason to protect the school anymore. The Futurans will break down the barrier, get inside the school, and destroy everything. Well, whatever. What difference does it make? After everything humanity's done, why should we lift a finger to help them? I'll die too, but so what? At least it'll all be over then. All the years of my life that were a complete lie, and the 70 days that were real. It'll all come to an end here.
You've got to get out there, everyone!
Oh, hi, Siri.
Siri, no one gives a fuck.
Look, I won't make excuses. The way we've used and manipulated you is truly unforgivable. But if this school falls, humanity is done for. Maybe that doesn't matter to you. Heck, maybe some of them even deserve it. Not all of them, though. Most of the folks up there just want to live a peaceful, normal life. They're innocent in all this. Can't you at least do this for them? Kitafuji's out there giving it her all, but she won't last long on her own. I'm begging you, do something!
Wait, what? Nozomi's fighting all alone? It slumped back into bed, but that had me sitting up again. Of course, unlike the rest of us, she's human. She actually has a reason to protect them. I'm sorry, Nozomi. I can't help you this time. Those are your people on the satellite, not mine. I've got nothing to protect, no one to fight for.
I'm gonna cut to a feed of the battle, so you can see how things stand for yourselves. Please, everyone, don't abandon humanity! Don't abandon Kirafuji!
No, Nozomi! Oh, do we have to play as Nozomi?
I have to do something. It's all up to me now. I have to protect them.
Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this.
No.
Whenever you're ready. Stay back! Ready as I'll ever be. Taking the shot. Locked and loaded.
Nozomi got hella range.
Yeah,
Stay back!
you got a gun, that's
Yeah.
why.
Time for action.
Although I can't hit things in front of me, so what do
That
I've got your back. Ready as I'll ever be. Yes! I'm prepped and ready. Pulling the trigger. I'm good to go. Gotcha. Whenever you're ready. Ready as I'll ever be.
Whatever.
Brace yourself.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, the baby.
that's fine. They're in a line.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Alright, I can get him.
Here goes.
Yay! We did it.
How are you holding up, Kirafuji?
I'm fine. I can still fight.
I put out a call for action over the PA, but none of the others responded. This really is the worst case scenario. Oh, why'd they have to find out the truth while I was gone?
It's fine. I'm not surprised the others don't care about saving humanity. There's no need for them to fight anymore. But I still have people I need to protect. I'll fight to the end to keep them safe. Even if I have to give my life to do it.
No, there's more.
Amazing! I'd never have expected you to hold your own against this many.
I'm not giving up. No matter how hard it gets, I'll stand and fight. It's all up to me now. I'm the only one who can protect them.
Yeah, okay, let's.
I'm prepped and ready.
I'm glad they're in convenient chunks of 2.
Yeah.
Gotcha! Ready as I'll ever be. Stay back!
See, now I'm also
Whenever
curious,
you're
like,
ready.
was Ato born like this, or did they make him like
They
this?
fucked him up so bad,
Like,
bro.
what happened with him? There's no way you made him hate humanity, bro.
Yeah,
Like, what the hell was that for?
yeah,
I'm good
dude,
to go.
that shit's a hell of a birth defect to put into him.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it to me. Whenever you're
I was
ready,
gonna use a potion.
let me handle it. Time for action.
gotta get their asses somehow.
Locked and loaded. Taking the shot. Whenever you're ready. Pulling the trigger. I got this.
What about that one?
Time for action. Whenever you're ready.
Get it, guys.
Not that one.
Yeah! I'm prepped and ready.
I give it to you.
Taking cover! Whenever you're ready.
Still one more wave after this.
Gotcha! Leave it to me. Here goes!
Yay!
Yay!
Wave 2, wave. There's more of them.
Keep fighting, Kirafuji! All of humanity is counting on you! You're their only hope.
Shut up. This has nothing to do with humanity.
Huh?
The people I want to protect are the friends I made here at the Academy. When I think of them, I know I made the right choice in coming here. Maybe they see me as just another deceitful human now, but I'll never stop loving them. It's only been a little over 70 days, but we've been through so much together. We fought, we celebrated, we've grieved for the ones we couldn't save. They're my friends. I want them to be happy, so I can't let them die. I'll protect them, no matter what.
Zomi. Can I really do this? Can I leave her to fight all on her own? At this rate, it'll end up just like before. She'll fall in battle and die, all for nothing. Stopping that from happening is the whole reason I came back in time, isn't it? Kadoa. There's no such person as Kadoa Kashimiya. But even so, I'm glad that she was a part of my life. Even if the memories are fake, the way they made me feel is real. If Nozomi hadn't snuck in and found me that day, Kadoa would have been someone completely different. I think I must have been happy when Nozomi found me. Happy that she came and talked to me. Maybe that's why Kadoa always meant so much to me. Those peaceful days we spent together, even if they were all made up. Those memories are still precious to me. Oh, he's getting his ass up.
Yippee.
He's doing things.
He's doing the thing.
Takumi, what are you doing?
The same thing I always have done. I've only ever needed one reason to fight, and that's to protect you.
What?
Also, I feel the same way about the others as you do. I want to keep them safe, because we're friends. It's as simple as that. For the sake of those I hold dear, I'll keep on fighting to the very end.
Yay! Yeah.
They were like, oh, there's a more powerful
Damn
guy
it.
here.
They just keep coming. Nozomi, are you going to be okay?
Yes. I can't always be the one getting saved around here. I've made up my mind to protect you and the others, Takumi.
Thanks. Good to know you've got my back.
Against this many enemies, you two won't be able to break away. Be careful not to get killed out there.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, I can skip.
Holy shit!
Why is this the battle I can skip?
Takumi shows up and it's like, okay,
Cool. The rest of them are here. Wow.
you're slowly gonna show up.
Hiroko!
Sorry for the holdup, Nozomi. You know me, fashionably late as always. Any wrestler worth her salt can't let the crowd see her at anything less than 110%. I had to do a bunch of squats to get myself in the right headspace for this. but now I've taken my vitamins and said my prayers. And now I'm ready to run wild.
Hell yeah.
You're here too, Hideko? Thanks.
I needed a change of pace from just sitting around in my room. And whenever I'm feeling down, the sight of these creatures' innards never fails to excite me. Try not to get in my way.
Right. Good to have you back with us.
So did they make them freaks too? Like,
I wonder about that.
or is that just like the consequence of their like isolation, I suppose?
Or like, because remember Siri was like, oh, memories are kind of weird, because memories kind of determine your personality. So maybe they came up with all these like backstories, and they're like, all right, time to put them in. And then they basically did the thing where they spun the wheel.
Yeah.
Landed on what personality. They were like,
They're like, oh fuck,
okay.
what do you mean we landed fucking 16 out of 16 freak? That's crazy. What the fuck are the odds of that? They like turn to the dude who like spun the wheel. They're like,
it's all freak on the.
They're like, dude, let's change them out. It's like, bro, you gotta go buy a lotto ticket or something. How the fuck did you get freak all the way through?
Yeah, I guess that's what happened. Maybe it's because all of their backstories were just too freaky. They're like, fuck, we only have one personality type.
Oh, shit.
Freak.
Shit, all of these.
So looks around at each other. They all had like a job to like, alright, you all have to create an OC to implement fake.
And everyone created freak OC.
Exactly. Of course they did. They're a bunch of scientists.
That's true.
They're scientists who grew test tube babies, man. What else are they gonna write about?
That's true.
Exactly.
That's
Oh, you better be glad that some of these aren't as freaky.
That, yeah.
That aren't even more freaky.
That's true.
I ain't the type to sit around and do nothing. Thinking about complex moral stuff ain't really my thing either. So just point me at whoever's messing with my friends and let me at them. It's always been how I roll, so why stop now?
I've got to admit, it shook me, finding out everything was a lie. My family history, my feelings about killing. The person I wanted to kill most. It left me feeling so empty inside. I need to go on a spree just so I can feel something. I pretty much don't care who I kill right now.
I'll fight too. I have to take responsibility for revealing the truth and plunging everyone into despair. Besides, you've all been so nice to me. Despite how much of a repulsive parasite I am, that makes you all special to me.
You guys, why? You know you don't have to do this anymore.
I couldn't leave you to fight all alone. Maybe that's just part of my programming or whatever, but I don't care. I'd never forgive myself if I just stayed in my room while all this was happening. You fight for me, I'll fight for you.
You're so also programmed
I
for
still can't
just
believe
puke
none
all
of
the
them are
time.
real.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's what freaking freaks.
Yeah.
I can practically hear them now. My whole family cheering me on.
And someone really wanted him to be poor.
Yeah, someone was like, really wanted him to be poor and also know the entire history of Yuri.
Yeah, that's a little bit odd.
Dude, that one scientist just knew way too much and was like, dude, I gotta info dump this.
I gotta project onto my OC.
So I can't back down now. I have to keep fighting.
I don't care what happens to me, but I don't want any of you to get hurt. Regardless of our past, you're still the ones that expanded my horizons. You made me feel better about myself than I ever had before.
Wait, that means also someone gave them all, like, their specific appearances, too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
They, like,
Dude,
for little...
literally DEI casting.
Like, they were this doll that are like, hee, this person should have this hair, this person has these clothes.
They're literally, like, cosmetic babies. They would do, like, gene editing. Like, that's crazy.
Call it brainwashing or false memories. There's still no denying the most adorable little sister in the universe is right here beside me.
Someone pierced the shit out of his ears.
Yeah. They really were like, yeah, this is gonna be cool.
Let's
guys.
give him 5 piercings down the fucking, down one ear.
So I just have to protect her like I always have.
That's right. We still have something to fight for. We have each other. We're not dying here. We'll fight to survive. And we'll fight for our friends!
Everyone, thank you so much.
Yeah, who let him on the battlefield? Who the hell?
Why did he like? I was gonna say, why did he land here?
Missing Sire to give me
Of
my
course he
infusion.
did. How the hell did he let?
I didn't know, dude. Okay, first, I don't think anyone put him back in the cage after that fucking.
Actually, you know what? Probably not. He's probably just been wandering around doing his own shit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I was wondering. I was like, oh, he's probably still in the cage. Nope. They let him out. They let him roam free.
They're like, who gives a fuck, bro?
Yeah,
We don't give a shit about humanity either.
Yeah. They're all like him now, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but he still sees them as humans.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Dude, who created the freaking like the fucking evil autism creature? That's crazy.
Like, guys, we have a great idea. For our protectors of humanity, we're gonna make one of them hate humans.
Yeah, so we can influence the other people to really like humans.
Yes. So great.
This totally won't backfire though. Great
Don't
question.
look at me like that. I'm as much a victim of humanity's cruel ambitions as the rest of you.
That doesn't mean we're friends.
You're not cozying up to us so you can betray us again, are you? Don't get me wrong. You still make my skin crawl just as much as ever. But since I learned the whole truth, I've started to feel like... Oh, this is no time for a monologue, is it? Sorry, you know how bad I am at reading the room.
You'd better not be lying to us. If I see you try anything funny, you're getting a front face lock stunner. No questions asked.
Just stand back and leave me to it. Sorry if I'm a little rusty. I've spent an awful lot of time in that cage.
Oh, look at your stats, bro.
Yeah, no.
Your freaking stats compared to everyone else.
Thanks, everyone. And I'm sorry.
Fuck you, Siri.
Time for the counter-offensive. Muster up everything you've got and give those invaders what for!
Cool. Any commanders this time?
Damn it! I've had it up to here with those weird-ass voices.
We're not
Oh, they
done
started
yet.
talking.
Look over there.
Oh, it's hologram etches.
Hi.
Holographic projection suddenly appeared when it focused. The projection took the shape of Veshta.
Vile, barbaric invaders.
Vashnass.
And what has become of my... Did you devour her as well?
Oh, he doesn't even this time.
No matter. An incompetent soldier like her is no great loss. Consuming her would have only diminished my greatness.
Shut up, Vicious.
No one cares.
What do you want? I'm assuming this isn't a social call.
Indeed. I've decided to offer you a deal.
Trade offer.
A deal? Let me guess. You'll allow us to escape and return to the satellite if we give this school to you.
Don't be ridiculous. I would never allow villains like you to escape my judgment.
Then what are you offering us?
Surrender, and allow me to devour you. If you do that, I will make your deaths quick and painless. Continue to defy me, however, and I will show you no mercy. I will do everything in my power to fill your final moments with unimaginable agony.
You call that a deal?
Well, wait a minute. Can't we call off this war instead? We only want to survive, just like you and your people. So, why do we have to fight each other? Can't we find a way to, you know, coexist?
Coexist?
No one on this planet really wants this war, right? Can't we find a way to end this peacefully?
Don't you dare speak of peace after everything you've done. Have you any idea how much the people of this world have suffered because of you? You can't imagine the sacrifices we've made, the horrors we've endured. Our hearts will never know peace until you vile invaders have been eradicated. Each and every Futuran will fight you to their dying breath.
Sounds like talking it out isn't gonna be an option here.
Stick to what you know. It's so much more fun when you meet me with violence and cruelty.
More fun?
Of course. This war has given me the chance to risk my life against monsters who threaten my entire planet. I've never felt so alive. Peacetime is so tedious by comparison. Each day, just like the day before, and the day before that. What possible value could there be in such a life? If you won't accept my offer, don't bother trying to find another way. Just play your part as the wicked villains of this piece. The more evil you are, the more righteous I will be when I strike you down.
There's no way we can talk this out with her. She's totally insane.
Maybe all the Futurans are just this freaky. It's in their DNA.
Yeah, the freak genetic.
Oh god.
Futurum will be at peace when my superior self ascends to godhood. And only then. To do that, I must devour all of you and make your power my own. I feel so foolish forever adhering to our teachings and taboos. At the very least, I'm grateful to you for showing me the truth. Now, show me what I'm up against. Show me the depths of your cruelty. Slaughter my precious pets. Kill everything in sight. Be the villains you were born to be.
Oh, there's more of them. Ah.
Here they come again.
God, seeing Angel here is so weird.
Yeah, like, girl, what the fuck? Someone should lock you the hell up.
Put him back in the cage. We do not need him wandering around.
That's the ruthlessness that has made us hate you so. The grand finale is drawing near. Our next battle will be our last.
Unless they let Delsha out again.
When I wipe you out, it will be my finest hour. I will be ready soon. But I wouldn't want you to get bored. I'll send you a little something to keep you occupied in the meantime. Until next time, vile invaders.
A little something is a whole nother commander.
Oh, it's an old man.
Yeah. They're sending a DILF.
No. Fuck. Returning to the school after the battle, we were greeted by a sickeningly cheerful voice.
Oh god.
Bro, why couldn't Nigo have come back?
Right?
Wowzers, everyone! You were great out there. You sure showed those invaders who's boss.
2, 4, 6, 8. The yes to you is really great. Woohoo!
Music cut. God.
Oh.
So, I don't know how to say this,
I'm
but...
truly, deeply sorry.
Don't bother. It's a little late for your apologies at this point. You don't understand. I say this not as your commanding officer, but as the representative of the will of humanity. Everyone truly regrets what we've done to you. Just tell us why. Why did you have to go this far? It was the only way. We needed your power. Cryptoglobin can only be fought with Cryptoglobin. Without you, this war would have been over before it began.
So you went ahead and created us as living weapons? What a rotten way to do things. If I hadn't remembered on my own, you'd have kept us in the dark till the very end, wouldn't you? How could you be so cruel?
Sorry. To be fair, we might have been happier never knowing the truth. If I could go back and do things again, I probably would have chosen to stay in the dark. Now that you're back, Siri, we have a lot to discuss. There are still some things we need to clear up. As Hideko spoke, I felt a presence by my side that I hadn't felt in a while. He's here! Do you mind if I join you? I also have some questions. Shion. Alright, I'll tell you anything you want to know. No more holding back, no more secrets. That is the will of humanity. Okay, let's start with the basics. Is what Shoma remembered about our origins the truth?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bud. Yes, it's all true. I was afraid of that. We really are just lab-grown living weapons.
And all our memories are made up. No matter how many times I hear it, it's still so hard to accept. It's a shock, alright? Kinda makes you want to give up on life. Except we can't even die if we wanted to.
Ooh.
I like to go through the whole thing from the beginning, so we're all clear on the details. Hold your questions until I'm done, alright? Siri's story more or less lined up exactly with what Shoma had told us. We were all clones, artificial humans created at Kamakura General Hospital. We were made from Shion's DNA, and as such, on a genetic level, we were no different from any other Futurans. So we weren't really human at all, more like artificial Futurans. Among the people in charge of this project, some voiced concerns about how we could prove just as much a threat as the Futuran commanders. So, to prevent us from turning on humanity, they decided to brainwash us. We were given new memories and new identities as Earthlings. Is that why Takumi has this stupid hair streak? He really is one of them!
Yeah, like a little too much.
Damn. Except none of the other ones really have the stupid hair
Dude, they
streak.
fucking dyed Yugamu's and Darami's hair.
Yeah.
That's crazy work.
Someone really wanted to
yeah.
Freaking blue dyed hair, man.
Two like scientists really wanted. They're like, can we please dye their hair? And they both ended up choosing blue by like coincidence. And they're like, what the fuck? What happened to diversity, bro?
And they're like, you made a freak too? Ew.
Ew, I know what you are.
Yeah. Of course, some protested that this was inhumane, but with humanity's future at stake, they were left with little other choice. This resulted in the project being carried out in utmost secrecy. We spent our whole lives on the very edge of consciousness, shut away in our biological cultivation capsules. Inside those pods, we dreamed of our lives as Earthlings, as dictated by the memories implanted into us. A normal family, a foster home, a rich family, a family of assassins. Each of us was fed a different backstory, completely distinct from the others. Part of that was to mask our true origins, but it was also to ensure we had a greater variety of viewpoints and could adapt to different situations.
DEI.
Yep. Ignorant of the truth, we continued to grow, and to dream. When the time came for us to leave, we were launched from the artificial satellite to the surface of Futura. Then, we awoke and began our mission, along with Siri, our robotic handler, and Shion, our genetic parent.
Ooh.
That's about the size of it. Any questions? The bombs in us, and the fact that we're revived whenever we die. Were they necessary to save humanity as well? To make this mission a success?
Yeah.
The bombs were just a contingency plan in case of emergencies, but the automatic revival was deemed indispensable. Most cryptoglobin users can only be harmed with cryptoglobin, but you guys are different. You can take damage from conventional sources too, just like regular humans. Something must have gone wrong when we were making it. But thanks to that, we discovered how properly stimulating your cryptoglobin could reverse even fatal damage. That's what led to the invention of the Revivomatic.
And that meant you could make us fight over and over again.
We really are just weapons to you. Seriously, why do you have to take it so far?
Even I'm surprised at this level of selfish cruelty. Is there nothing humanity won't stoop to?
You guys want to smash this guy up again?
I know what we did to you was unforgivable, but mankind's future was at stake, and we were running out of time. The artificial satellite's resources are already dangerously low. Pretty soon, it'll be nothing but a lifeless husk, floating through space forevermore. Humanity needs a new home. We had no choice but to entrust that mission to you.
Entrust? That makes it sound so noble. Or really, you just used us.
Yeah.
Fair point. But the important thing is, you aren't just convenient for us, you are essential. You still have the potential to be humanity's saviors. We're still pinning all our hopes on you.
Enough! I don't want to hear about you and your hopes anymore. Everything you say is just a simulation of their collective will anyway. It's totally meaningless.
Actually, this apology isn't a simulation.
Take a look at this. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's not fair of us to force you to do this.
Sorry, mister. What's going on? Who are these people?
I told you before how I've been programmed with the thought patterns of all mankind so I can make the best choices for humanity. Given everything that happened, I ran a new simulation and arrived at a different conclusion than before. That was to tell the regular citizens of the unofficial satellite the truth.
The people in the Tokyo residential complex, they know everything. Why we're fighting this war. What will happen if we lose. Now you are the ones fighting for them. That includes where you come from, and the lives you've been made to live as well. All of humanity knows the truth now.
Oh my
They're
god.
so young. I don't know what to say.
You probably hate us, and I don't blame you. But you're all we have.
Please, I don't care what happens to me. Just save my children.
They're not much older than me, and they're out there fighting a war.
I'm not ready to die. Please, don't give up.
I wish I could be there with you. I want to help too.
I'm sorry we have to depend on you, but you're our only hope. If you lose, we're all done for.
Did we really have to go this far? Maybe it would have been better to let us die out.
I can't do anything from up here, but I'll still be cheering for you.
Please, you have to win this. My baby is only a few days old.
Please, keep fighting. You have to win.
Stop it!
Yeah, no, real.
Bro,
This
freaking
is cool as shit,
it's
bro.
like some emotional manipulation.
Yeah, it's like literally you're like, yeah, we didn't tell humanity on purpose. But like now we told them, so their emotional like distress and their lives are on you, actually.
God.
They didn't know before, but now they do.
Yeah.
So, like, oh,
Now you have to fight for them, guys.
Yeah.
They know about you, you know?
Yeah, we're holding all of humanity hostage, actually. For you to keep doing this. Freaking Siri, you sick fuck.
Zoe's voice cut through all the others, echoing throughout the war room. Turn it off! Just turn it off! Alright. Siri nodded and his eyes flashed red.
No.
The next moment, the monitors all flickered off. This is too cruel. Isn't it enough that you kept the truth from them for so long? Now you want them to keep fighting for you? This is totally unreasonable.
What do those people on the satellite know about sacrifice? About hardship? They've pushed it all onto these guys instead!
Zoe,
Yeah.
our mission is cruel and inhumane, I admit. We're undoubtedly the villains of this war. But humanity still wants to live. Just like any other creature, their first instinct is to survive. It's my duty to facilitate that, to save as many of them as possible. Even if it means sacrificing us? Not to mention all the innocent people on this planet. It's the only way to remake Futurum as the second Earth and give humanity a brighter future. This war and your power is our only hope. We have no other choice but to rely on you. So, I will ask you once more. I'm not proud of what we've done. The way we've treated you is truly unforgivable.
Even so, I ask that you save humanity. Please, don't turn your backs on us.
Turn your back.
I get what you're saying, but still.
Is humanity even worth saving? Should we trade the lives of everyone on this planet for theirs? It's a little hard to ignore them now that we've actually seen them, though.
Either way, we're going to have to keep fighting. Vestius will come after us no matter what we do. Can't you at least call off the final attack? Killing all the Futurists is going too far.
Yeah! Remember what Vexus said? Every last one of them will fight to the bitter end. So as long as any of them survive, this war will continue. Kill or be killed, massacre, face extinction. Death would be much easier compared to living with these choices.
If we are going to keep fighting, there's something else I need to know. What happens to Shion? There's an escape pod to take all of us back to the satellite on day 100. But not for Shion, right? He has to stay here. He has the power, the final assault. It was my destiny to live and die here at Last Defense Academy, to use this power to eradicate the invaders. Huh? Something's wrong. I can't keep my body together. But why? Shion began to fade away, a troubled look on his face the whole time. Before we knew it, he'd completely vanished. Shion? Hey, what gives? What'd you do to him? I don't know. This has never happened before. I guess because he's never had to deal with such confusing feelings. This could have had an adverse effect on the final assault. I should go check on him. Let's call it a day here, everyone. We'll pick up the discussion in the defense room tomorrow. It'll be easier for Shion to join in that way. With those last few parting words, Yuri hurried away, leaving us standing there alone.
Pick up the discussion? Is there even anything left to discuss?
Perhaps he's expecting a definite answer on what we plan to do from here on. Whether we carry on or decide to quit, it's still going to be a living hell for all of us.
Hey!
Damn it. What are we supposed to do?
All the stress is gonna wreak havoc on my skin.
Huh.
Think it's best if we take a break now. I'm pretty tired. This was my first battle in quite a while, and I'm severely under level as compared to all of you. Yeah, whatever. Just make sure you go back to your cage.
Oh yeah, get him in there. Hima, can I sleep in your room tonight?
Of course. I was just about to suggest that myself.
Alright, let's rest up and talk more tomorrow.
Yeah, this is fun.
Exhausted for the day's activities, we left the war room and went back to our rooms. And so, for the second time, my 72nd day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close. Guys, Eito was right about everything.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Guys, I can't believe this shit. He was right, that bastard.
SMH.
It was dark outside when I woke up. I'd barely slept a wink all night. Dawn was still a ways off, but I knew I wouldn't be falling asleep again anytime soon. Now that I was awake, I didn't feel much like just sitting around in my room. I decided to get some fresh air and stepped outside. The sky was always darkest before dawn. Had I heard that somewhere, or was it just something I noticed since I got here? The way the sky looked at that moment was a perfect mirror of my mood. And even darker against the dark sky, a familiar shape was orbiting the planet.
It's hard to believe. The last vestiges of humanity are all up there.
I noticed something in the corner of my eye and realized I wasn't alone. You couldn't sleep either? No. Same for you, Nozomi? Yeah, there's just so much to think about. I wonder what the real Earth was like back when humanity still lived on its surface. I'm not sure. He told us that Earth had a will of its own and that it chose death when humanity's abuse became too much for it. I wonder if this planet has its own consciousness too. It wouldn't be all that strange if it did, I guess. There's a chance humanity might make the same mistake here, then. Our selfishness could lead this planet to destruction, just like it did for Earth. I don't think you guys need to fight for humanity's sake anymore. All I want is for you to live for yourselves, and for you to be happy. Live for ourselves. It's a nice idea, but I barely know what kind of life we can expect to live anymore. How about you, Nozomi? Are you going to keep fighting to protect humanity? Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. I only know that I don't want all of you to have to bear that burden. Just so long as you don't try to find out your own again. I want you to be happy too, you know? Hagami. Oh, look! The sky is starting to get brighter. I followed Nozomi's gaze to where a pale light had started to spill over the horizon.
What a lovely sunrise.
Yeah. This is the first time I've ever seen the sun come up.
Really? We've been here 70 whole days, and it's more like 170 for you, right?
But I never thought about getting up to watch it. I mean, back in the TRC it just gets light automatically when it's morning. Although technically, I've never seen that for myself either.
That's how it was for me too. I think your memories of the complex are pretty accurate to the real thing.
Still though, this is what a real sunrise looks like. No one on the artificial satellite has ever seen anything like this.
It's so beautiful. It makes me want to cry. It feels like such a waste to keep it to ourselves.
Yeah.
Nozomi and I stayed there a while longer, watching the sun climb higher in the sky and light up the world around us. Then, we headed to the defense room to meet the others. Alright, guys. More talking! Yeah!
Yay! I'm so happy.
Everyone was gathered outside the defense room door, like we'd agreed on the day before.
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Now we're just waiting on Siri.
Did someone have to unlock him out of his cage, or are they just letting him
I think he
around?
just goes in there for fun. I think the door's just unlocked.
I guess.
Why are you here too? Get back to your cage!
Okay, well, obviously Kaku didn't let him out.
Yeah.
You want to exclude me from something this important? I have the right to hear about this too, you know?
Hey everybody, sorry to make you wait. How's Shion? I think he'll be alright, but his brainwaves are looking very irregular. Yesterday's conversation put a lot of stress on him, some physical, but mostly psychological. Psychological stress. I wonder what Shion is going through right now. It's not like before when he could accept his death as an inevitable price to pay for this mission's success. But he knows where he came from, and that he's being used to massacre his own people. It can't be easy for him to deal with. Let's continue yesterday's discussion. What are we going to do from here?
Humanity has treated Kaku like a weapon, a mere object. I can't say I like the idea of fighting for their sake.
What if we don't fight? That just will kill us all.
Couldn't we just run away? There's gotta be somewhere on this planet we can settle down.
And spend the rest of our lives looking over our shoulders? Nah, man, that ain't for me.
I doubt Vexus would let us go that easily either. She wants our power. She's not afraid to kill anyone who gets in the way of her goals. So we're back to fighting being the only way we can survive? But that also means killing all the innocent people on this planet. I don't think I can accept that.
Can you accept everyone on the artificial satellite dying instead?
Yes.
Remember all the people we saw in that transmission yesterday? If you do save humanity, you'll be heroes. There's no doubt about that. You'll be able to live out the rest of your days in happiness. You stay out of this. We're trying to think.
Survival means turning our back on this planet's people and letting them all die. I think I'd rather go back to the satellite right now and massacre humanity myself.
Hey!
You be quiet too.
What's wrong, Takumi?
Shut up! If we do keep fighting, Shion will die once we get to the 100th day, right? I don't want to have to sacrifice him. He deserves to be happy too. He's going to die either way. Huh? What do you mean? When Shion finishes producing enough Undying Flames on day 100, this school will automatically shift into attack mode. Then, the final assault will wipe out the remaining life on this planet will begin. There's only one way to stop it. That's to deactivate the machine Shion's physical body is stored in, which is also what's keeping him alive. He can't survive outside of it. No, don't worry, he can. We have proof of this. He can. You gotta stuff him in a little
That's true.
glass jar.
Yeah, but he can't survive outside of that, I guess.
Okay, yeah, but
he can't survive as a fetus.
But you can take him with you guys.
That's true.
If that machine didn't constantly absorb his power, he'd be consumed by his own flames. So, Shion will die no matter what we do? Hello. Don't worry about me. Shion, did you hear all that? It's alright. I've always known I wasn't going to live for very long. It feels like I've been on borrowed time up until now. But you guys aren't like me. You could have a future beyond this war.
I don't know what kind of future a bunch of fakes like us can have.
You may not be able to change your past, but what you do from here on is a different matter. You can still choose how you want to live. You can still choose to live. That's all I want from you. For you to live. For yourselves. And for me, too. You could consider this my last request.
As your father.
I'm not thinking about that still. Shion, wait! Tsubasa desperately tried to reach out to Shion, but he was already gone.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much time left. The undying flames are eating away at his body, little by little. His own power is too much for him. It's too much for any one person to bear. No. Where does that leave us? Has anyone come to a decision? Nobody answered. How could we decide what to do in this situation? I think we're going to need more time. We can't just run on a course of action and call it a day. We need to really think about it and come to a decision that everyone will be satisfied with. Including Xion, of course. He'll need to rest up for at least 4 days before he can make another avatar.
Okay, what do you say we talk again in 3 days' time?
That's okay with me, but if the enemy attacks before then...
We'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Or burn it, whatever works.
I see. I guess that's fair. Alright, this should do it for today then. We all headed back to our rooms, each of us struggling with the same dilemma in our own different ways.
4 days of free time!
Yay! On our 100th day, the school will go into attack mode and begin the final assault. The undying flames will raise every living thing left on the planet, including Xion. But if we try to stop it before then, Xion will still die. It seems like there's just no way for us to save him. What should we do? Put him in a glass jar!
True.
I couldn't work up the energy to do anything else, so I spent the rest of the day in my room. Outside, the light faded, and the clock ticked intermittently forward, leaving me alone with my thoughts. Day 74. Man, we are flying by these days of time, I will say. I slowly got myself out of bed. I needed to talk to someone. It didn't matter who. I just need to get out of my own head for a while. I guess I'll head over to the cafeteria. There's bound to be someone there.
Someone needing wet toast.
Unsurprisingly, the mood in the cafeteria was somber. It was almost completely deserted. Is nobody else coming today?
Some of them came by earlier, but took their food back to their rooms. It's pretty obvious they wanted to be alone.
Shouldn't we be more open and discuss things some more? I mean, we are basically family.
That's the worst thing about this situation. How could it possibly be related to that ragtag collection of freaks and misfits?
See, Eva gets it, guys.
Yeah. Could I be genetically related to freaks?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they feel the same about you. And I just came up with a new dish, too. I added pastel pink paint to Hot Pot to make it pretty. Why the fuck did you add paint? You're not even using edible ingredients anymore. Maybe it's edible paint, I don't know. This time, we're all having a say in what we do. We're not just pushing the decision not to talk to me like we have in the past. I think everyone's going to need time to come to terms with that and what it means for them. I wish there was a way for us to resolve this without fighting.
Yeah! I don't think that's going to happen while Vexus is around. Or even without her, for that matter. Futurans all hate us as vile invaders, after all. It's only natural for them to, after what humanity has done to their home. I think we'll just have to keep fighting until one side is finally wiped out.
It's a tough decision. I'm still not any closer to an answer myself. Even my clairvoyance won't help us here. Come to think of it, it's the same with me. I can barely get my thoughts together. In all the confusion from these big revelations, I've kind of lost sight of myself. We stayed in the cafeteria long enough to eat breakfast, then went back to our rooms. Everyone's spending time on their own to think about stuff. I should probably do the same, but I don't feel like just sitting around today. At this point, I'll even talk to Siri. Maybe I'll go take a walk. Or free time! Does anyone even want to talk? Or there's a zombie. Okay, they're all here.
Yeah.
They're all existing, I guess.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Fair enough.
Free time, pee time, bro.
Pee time. Let's see what he comes up to. Is he still in the cage? Oh, yep, he's still in that cage, alright. Well, I guess we can make Glorious. Actually, I might just level people up first. Let's see. I guess I can level up Ato if he's going to be participating in things from now on. Fine. We'll finally level him up. It's like I've just been waiting for him to actually be a part of all these battles before I actually do something. Like, wow, he can actually do damage now. Or, I guess he still doesn't have a lot of damage, but he has more voltage gain and stuff. We're not leveling to the max. Oh, poor Yoshika, she's behind. Oh, and Ava's dead now, unfortunately, too. Maybe Mokomania would actually be good to level up. We're gonna need more materials too. Oh, I don't want to go on more explorations. Hey guys, how are you doing? Voltage gain to extra large. Whoa. Sure, we'll get this.
Oh, you're upgrading.
Yeah, I upgraded Ato a bit. He's finally gonna participate in battles. I guess.
I feel like it's gonna be another, like, fell for it again award.
God damn
Although
it.
I don't know what the fuck his prerogative is. Omega punch.
Whatever. Okay, wait, how much do I still have? We'll leave it for now, I'm lazy. Whoops. Okay, well. Alright, I think we can give more gifts to people.
Probably.
Anyways, what else does Ato want?
Who knows? One of these books.
Protein powder.
He'd love that.
Rare delicacies.
Destructive seasoning.
The home projector. Maybe he likes movies. Oh, an e- wait, there's an e-reader? What the hell did this hit? I feel like this was not here before, but
yeah, give that to him.
This might be useful for him. He
It's not part of
reading.
books. This is not part of books, it's part of machines, so it might be another thing that he... Hey girl, here's a tablet.
You truly under...
Cool. Yeah. What the hell?
I'm still
Sorry,
in
what?
disbelief.
Thought we were only at 2.
All these memories
that.
of mine were just made up?
Oh, wait, is it like...
Is it like because it's like this like specific Bond event for like this route or something?
Maybe it's like once you... Like, maybe you unlock everyone's like last Bond event. But after this... And now you get to hear all of... I don't know. Let's just see what...
Man, he really likes this.
That humanity would stoop to such levels to force us to fight. This proves their ugliness beyond any shadow of a doubt. I'm no longer interested in recalling the past. The only good memories I have are of my time here with all of you.
Okay, dude, yeah. Well...
Even if I spent most of my time in a cage or outside the academy, it was still a good time. Well then, I shouldn't be wasting my energy thinking about those ugly humans I've never actually met. I'm done with that. Someone like me has no right to criticize.
He was fighting literally demons in his own head.
Cool. Thanks, Ato. Wait,
What does it look like on the report card?
I'm also curious. Oh, yep, he... Huh? Does this mean that that I can't unlock any more Bond events for him, or like...
Weird. I wonder if he'll reset after this route.
Maybe.
Like he'll go back or something.
Because I mean, I want to listen to the other one. So
yeah.
It's very odd. But oh well. Well, do we want to still keep giving him gifts, or
He has 2 more. It might be kind of hard to guess though what they are. Because all the other ones are just kind of like book related.
No, yeah, I think... Oh yeah, you just... Oh, we got most of them, yeah.
Yeah.
We could take a gander through.
Taking so many ganders though.
Oh. What the hell is this analytical machine? Any device that can analyze anything by reading its data.
Maybe.
Well, even is.
He likes analyzing things.
It's really funny looking at this chart, I will say.
Yeah.
With him all the way.
He loves us way too much.
I think
it's not that serious.
I think we look a little insane.
Oh, it's 4. That's not one of them.
No, but it makes us look insane.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it's like, guys, why is Ato all the way leveled up while everyone else is like at 3?
Any outsider will look at this and be like, weird.
Another day's come to an end. I want to talk to Shion some more, but it's going to be a while until he's ready. Well, no use staying up now.
Honkshu.
Oh. Day 75!
You know, they are saying that they're not going to push this decision to Takumi. I feel like they're going to push this decision to Takumi.
Yeah.
Like, whatever Takumi says is going to be influential.
I better go and check the cafeteria. I wonder if anyone's there today.
Let me take a fat fucking guess. Probably the same people that were there yesterday.
Let's see.
Oh, there's more.
Ew, why is he
Ew, the fuck?
Who let him wander in here?
Why is he standing next to freaking pansexual pipelines, bro? What the fuck?
There were a few more people in the cafeteria today than before.
Good morning, Takumi. Did you sleep well?
Of course he would know. He was under his bed. I guess.
Well, I guess I don't need to ask.
What are you doing here, Ato?
What am I doing here? Is that the things I get for making effort to endure your odious company? Nobody asked you to be here. You're a real strange one, Ato. Hard to believe we're both made from the same genes.
Honestly, it's not that hard to believe anymore.
Yeah, sorry, respectfully, you got one. Look in the damn mirror.
Yeah, I'm still having trouble believing that myself.
I know, right? We're all so different. No one thinks that we came from the same stable, let alone the same family. Apparently, they fed us all kinds of different scenarios so the union would have more variety. DEI hires and shit.
They really took it to the extremes, though. Couldn't they have made some of us a little more normal?
You're one to talk. Even if those backstories were constructed for us, it doesn't mean we're not our own people. It's like how kids don't always turn out the same way their parents expect them to. You can't control every aspect of a person's life. And we are alive.
Yeah, you're right. Apart from our memories, we're just like regular humans.
If you can even call us humans, we're clones of Shion, and he's a Futurin.
I don't see that there's any real difference between the two species. I mean, turns out none of you are human after all, but you all still look hideous to me.
What's your point?
Humans disgust me, and knowing that you're genetically Futurin hasn't changed my perception of you. So you basically are all human. You look, sound, and smell as repulsive as anyone from Earth would.
Wow, thanks, Ato.
No problem.
Oh.
Otsuki's peculiar perception isn't a quirk of his so much as a glitch in his programming. Oh, so this wasn't planned then. This is a mistake. They didn't want him to be a weirdo. It just happened to be that way.
I see.
I think something must have gone wrong when he was having his memories fed into his brain. As a result, instead of growing up with a strong attachment to humanity, he developed a deep hatred for them instead. Or perhaps that glitch is a bug planted by the insurgents in this operation. What do you mean, insurgents? Huh? There's another party involved.
Third party.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm defective goods then? But that defect helped me show humanity's true face. Maybe I'm the only real success among all of you? Oh sure, that makes sense. Not. All that doesn't change the fact that we all share the same blood. We're all brothers and sisters. We're family. Brothers and sisters? Family? That connection is the only one here that's real, not part of some fictional backstory. We ought to take care of each other. You and me? Family? What a nauseating idea.
Hey!
For once, I agree with you. Our connection to Shion and each other, that's real. Everything we thought we knew was a lie, except for that. We're not just allies, we're family. That doesn't mean I'm totally ready to accepting it, though.
When you're here, you're family.
Why are we in a Fast and Furious movie? Over breakfast, I managed to make conversation with everyone. Everyone except Ato, that is.
That's true.
After a while, we left the cafeteria and went back to our rooms. And Ato went back to his cage.
Yeah, except Ato, who stayed there.
I only first met these guys when we all arrived here, but we're actually family. It's weird, but that fact doesn't really change anything. We can still fight alongside each other like we always do. Actually, we don't know if we'll keep fighting yet. We're going to discuss it again the day after tomorrow. I wonder if the others have come up with anything yet. Maybe I should go talk to them. Wait, now I'm kind of curious if they have new dialogue. Who's around? Let's talk to you. Because I want to see if it's like the same dialogue that they have or if it's different.
Oh, like if they're having a crisis?
I think this is the same dialogue.
The same.
Okay, I think they're having the same dialogue.
Maybe like the ones that don't have the talking thing might have different dialogue.
Hopefully. Nozomi, what are you doing?
Different flavor text.
I don't know what the right thing to do is, except it's absolutely not right to let all of you find it your own. Okay, yeah, they do, but I'm a little too late.
Yeah, that's... I don't know if I give a shit.
Okay, they're all gonna say the same thing anyways.
Yeah. I hope not everyone's Bond event is like the level 5 one.
See, now I am curious about that. Okay, well, we can test that out, I guess.
Yeah.
I think, well, if it's... I mean, whose Bond event do we want to level up next? It's all alive, that is.
That's true. Do you have any?
I don't really care.
People you want to talk to in particular? Okay, let's do Shoma.
Where is this dude?
The boy.
Let's see, what do we give him? The skeleton.
You're giving...
Okay.
Use your free time to prepare.
Remember what?
I don't like that series constantly hanging out outside every
It's
night.
a little ominous. I won't
Go
lie.
get out of there. Hi, Takemaru.
Have I ever talked to Takemaru in the rec room?
Great question. I don't know.
What the hell is he up? Sure. I'm just very curious now. Oh yeah, I have. I remember this.
Oh.
I remember this.
You
Don't
blocked
worry.
it out.
I did because it wasn't relevant in my brain.
What do you mean it's not relevant that he's
It
here to
was
make
not.
underwear?
No. Really, it's not. Another day's gone. They've been going by so quickly lately. We need to come to a decision, but I still have no idea what we should do. What's the right choice here? Is there a right choice here? See, it's also interesting because now all of these Bond events are kind of like, especially when they like dump about their memories, it's like, well,
yeah,
that did happen. So,
yeah. So I wonder if they do all jump to 5, because like I think 5 might be their like, they know.
Yeah.
I wonder if it will go back though, just so you get it in like the other routes.
Well, see, I guess. Asking myself the same questions over and over again, I drifted off to sleep, hoping it might give me some relief. Day 76!
Yay!
Alright, I'll go to the cafeteria first. I'd like to ask if anyone's come up with any new ideas.
Hey, Takumi.
Shut up, Ato! Get back here, Cage!
Let's walk to the cafeteria together.
I'm going to punch you in the face! There were only 3 other people in the cafeteria this morning, and they were all eating in silence. Good morning.
Morning.
Takemaru acknowledged me with a brief reply, then glared at me for a while before speaking up again.
So, you decided on anything yet?
No, to be honest, I'm still completely lost.
I guess even your experience of the future can't tell us the right thing to do this time.
I don't think there is a right choice here. Whatever we decide to do, we'll still have regrets. Everyone's too. That's just the kind of unreasonable position we've been placed in.
Right. This war will end in tragedy either way.
I know it sucks, but that's all the more reason we have to make a choice. At times like this, we have to take the future into our own hands.
I've been thinking about it the last couple of days, but I'm really not good with all this complicated moral stuff. So I tried to think about what everyone who would have died would have said if they were here.
You mean Darumi and Kyoshika and Kurara?
We should consider Ava's feelings too. She was one of us, and if only for a while. Probably sounds disrespectful coming from the one who killed her. I'll gladly slip my throat to atone if I thought it would make any difference.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You did what you had to. Besides, I'm the one who signed off on it.
I just wanted to release her from her suffering. Or maybe it's more accurate to say I couldn't stand to see her like that anymore. Her death is my responsibility. I'll bear it in my own weak, pathetic way.
Anyway, Darumi probably wouldn't have cared either way. You know how much she loved her killing games. Kyoshika, though.
She and her sword were devoted to justice. I don't think she'd want to keep fighting a war where we're the aggressors. What about Kurara?
I can totally imagine her flying off the handle when she found out that the great and powerful Uzuki clan didn't really exist. But then she'd be all, I just have to build it myself, starting now, and I'll save humanity so I have plenty of filthy peasants to rule over, hee or whatever.
Yeah, that sounds about right. One for, one against, one neutral. Even if they were here now, they'd just be as conflicted as the rest of us. Just as we were sinking into another uncomfortable silence, somebody else arrived.
Hey, Takumi. Oh shit. Wrong white hair.
Get! Shoo! Back in your cage!
He like starts crawling away on all fours.
That'd be terrifying. Shion appeared out of thin air like he always did, but he looked a lot weaker than usual. Everyone, can I talk to you for a minute? Shion, are you alright? He doesn't look alright to me. I don't have much time. I have to make this quick. I'm sure you all know this, but I'm not going to live for much longer. If I'm going to die anyway, I want my life to mean something. I was raised to be nothing more than a weapon. It didn't matter how I felt, so long as I carried out whatever task was given to me. But now, there's something I want to do. Now, I have a clear purpose. What's that?
I want to die for you. I don't want my life to just flicker out. I want to feel like it was the price I paid for my friend's happiness. And it's a price I'll pay gladly. That is what will give my life true meaning.
So, don't worry about me. Make whatever choice is best for you. Vestius would only absorb my cryptoglobin herself, or find some other way to weaponize me. And then my power would be turned against humanity instead. Just this once, I want to have a say in the matter. If I'm going to die, I don't want it to be for people I've never even met before. I want it to be for all of you.
That's all I want.
No.
He literally has self-sacrificial built into his, purpose. That's crazy.
With that, Shion faded away, leaving the four of us alone to ponder his words. This decision feels more important than ever now. Our options are far from ideal, but we still have to make a choice. That's the curse we've been given to bear. A curse. I couldn't have put it better myself. We ate a hurried breakfast after that, then went back to our rooms to think things over some more. It's fine. This happens sometimes. I still haven't come to any important conclusions, but I have no idea what we should do. Maybe it's all like Hideko said, and there really isn't a right choice. Right or wrong, we'll have to make some kind of choice, and soon. It's the only way for us to take our fate into our own hands. Which means more free time!
Yes.
Okay, let's find out. We can give gifts to Shoba and see if his Bond event is like the last one. What else do you want?
Protein powder.
Protein powder!
Eat.
So Ito's not a mass murderer!
Something so
That's
awesome
true. He just thinks that he killed his entire family.
Yeah!
But in reality, he didn't.
No, because he didn't have. We're his family.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Imagine having fucking memories implanted that you killed your parents and all of your friends.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? We'll give him the hamster.
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 Hamster. What a cute hamster plush.
Your kid.
Okay, I think it will just give us all of the last Bond events. I don't know if that's
My
like
memories
a definitive
were the
thing.
worst of the worst. I never had great memories like all of you did.
Bro, look at fucking Gaku over here.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Dude, look at freaking Darami.
Oh yeah.
Who had the memory implanted that her dad beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, guys, some of these scientists were a little.
Like,
Hold on.
I get the DEI shit, but like, some of them, like, all this is unethical. Did you really have to go and make it even more unethical?
Like, no. We need more DEI. You have to make them as fucked up as possible.
Yeah, as far as possible.
I'm really shocked that Leo doesn't exist, though. I'm not sure if I can ever recover from that. But I can't just wallow in despair. We had to kill Ava to learn this truth. I'll bear the guilt of killing her. There's only one way I can do that now, and that's to help all of you keep living. To connect the life I've consumed to other lives. If it comes down to it, I'll protect your lives with my own. For Ava's sake as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if this like last Bond event either like changes or is like locked in the other timeline.
I think maybe it's locked. Like you, like until you learn the truth, you're not able to like unlock it, no matter how many gifts you give them.
Yeah.
Our 4 days are almost up. Tomorrow, we'd have to decide what we are going to do, which direction our lives would take from here on. And yet, here I was, still hesitating, still unable to come up with a definitive answer. Yay, 77!
Guys!
And just like that, we reached day 77, the day we'd promised to discuss things with Sire. This was the day that would decide our future going forward. I made my way to the boardroom.
Oh.
Alright, good. Everyone's here. Well then, let me just contact the Tokyo Residential Complex so humanity can show you their warmest support.
Knock it off, man. We don't need to hear that again.
Understood. Sorry. So, have you all made your decision? Are you all ready to tell me? I get how you feel, but you need to figure this out. The enemy won't stay quiet forever.
Hey!
Before we get to that, where's Shion?
I'm right here.
Shion flickered into view, still looking weak and worn out. How are you feeling? Thanks to Siri, I'm okay. I should be able to last through this conversation at any rate. That's good to hear. Oh, and one more thing before we get to the main event. If you guys decide to abandon humanity, you should probably destroy me. What? But I just finished fixing you.
Hey.
I've told you before, haven't I? This mission's success is everything to me. If you refuse to fight, I'll use any means necessary to make you change your minds. So you should take me out before I get the chance.
Thanks for the warning, I guess. But what about the bomb?
Just take him out in one hit, like I was going to. You still die, but you'll come back right afterwards.
Then we'll just have to bust up the defense room to stop the final assault, right?
Yeah, that will save all the people on this planet, but we'll also be leaving everyone on the satellite to die.
Shion won. Don't worry about me. If we do stop the final assault, what then? We'll have to make a new life for ourselves on this planet. Of course, we'll constantly be on the run for Veshnis and the other futurists.
I spent plenty of time on the run back in the complex. Although, I guess none of that was actually real, was it?
Takumi, remember what I told you yesterday. I want you to make the choice that's right for you. Right, I know. For some reason, I found myself thinking about when I first met Shion. I had no idea who or what he was back then. I just saw something I didn't understand and was afraid of it. But it was thanks to him that I was able to travel back in time and redo those 100 days of war. It was thanks to him that I was here now. I was true in more ways than one. Shion had saved our lives time and time again. And that's why it hurt so much that we couldn't return the favor. No matter what choice we made, there was no saving him.
How are we gonna decide this anyways? I'm getting tired just standing around here and thinking about it.
Discussing it further won't get us anywhere. Our viewpoints are just too different. Even if we can't come to a unanimous decision, there's still one way we can settle this. What's that? We'll leave it up to our team leader. If we all agree to stand by his decision, no one will be able to complain. Of course they're foisting it onto him!
Damn it, bro.
Bro, are you sure this is the right idea?
Can't we just, like, vote on it or something?
Me? We can't put all the responsibility onto Takumi again. I don't know. I've thought about it a ton, and I'm pretty sure I can't decide anything on my own.
I think so too. If it's Takumi, I know I can trust him. Same here. I'm always happy to leave the whole abominable business in your hands.
Bro, shut up.
We know. We know that you're happy to leave this to him.
What do you think, Takumi? It's fine. I came back to change things, to take the future into my own hands. If you're all okay with it, I'll do the same thing this time as well. And I'm on board too. I'll follow your lead.
You're sure about that, Nozomi? Unlike the rest of us, you're an actual Earthling human.
I'm also a part of this team. Whatever you choose, I'll stand by you until the very end.
We're all agreed then. You got this, Takumi.
There's one last thing I'd like you to bear in mind. Your memories of your time on Earth are all fictitious. There's no denying that. But those memories of the Tokyo residential complex and its people are based in reality. They're good folks who just want to live their lives. Remember those people. They're powerless, and you're the only ones who can help them. The choice is yours. But I want you to save humanity. Because, in spite of everything, they are your people.
I took another look around the room. No one spoke, but everyone looked back at me with different expressions. Fear, pain, sadness, loathing, confusion, rage, despair. But that wasn't all. There was also hope, affection, and determination. Kill the Futurans, or let the humans die. None of us wanted to be responsible for death on such a widespread scale. All the same, it had to be done. One side had to be sacrificed so the other could live. All I can do is press forward and trust in my decision.
Fucking colonizers, bro! Fucking colonizers! I don't give a fuck! Fuck, bro!
Yeah!
Fucking colonizers!
Where the hell did it go? It's on my shoulder.
Well,
don't worry. Anyways, so are we gonna keep fighting or abandon humanity?
Fuck these colonizers! Okay, because it's like, what? Okay, so what happens? Okay, Shion's gonna die.
Yeah.
He's gonna die anyways.
Yeah.
That's like a given.
Yeah.
So like whatever we choose, that's not gonna change that. And then what? Okay. And then we leave the school.
We leave everyone on the artificial satellite
we have to beat
die.
the shit out of Siri.
We also have, we have to beat the shit out of Siri, and then also we may or may not kill Veshus. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen still. Or if we're just constantly gonna be running away from Veshus our entire lives now.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it'll be like a fun adventure where we're all having a great time, running away.
Like
from
family.
Yeah, it's just like Fast and Furious.
Yeah, just like Fast and
I haven't watched a single Fast and Furious movie, by the way, so I don't know.
Nah, that's basically it. That's the plotline. They also run away from colonizers and shit.
Yeah. Humanity played us all for fools. They implanted fake memories and made us massacre the planet. They kept us in the dark and used us like weapons, making sure to keep their own hands clean. What humanity is doing is evil. I refuse to continue fighting on their behalf. You're sure about this, Takumi? Yeah, I'm done with meaningless killings. It's time we graduate from being humanity's puppets.
Sounds good to me. I'm behind you all the way, talking. This might mean the end of humanity, but karma's a bitch, right?
You know, I still dream of my family sometimes, but those memories are all fake. I can't forgive them for messing with my mind like that.
Sure, humanity had their reasons, but this whole thing went down. It makes me sick. And I'm fed up. I'm done being a cog in their war machine. I agree. Kako and I have suffered too much already.
Using us like disposable weapons is unacceptable any way you cut it. Yeah, I feel the same. I'm with you guys. What about you, Nozomi? Are you okay with betraying your kind? Yeah, I'm sticking with you. I'm just as angry at humanity as you are.
Yeah.
So, that's your decision. Yes, we won't submit ourselves into humans any longer. This is our choice to make, the first real choice we've made in our entire lives. We decided to trust our own judgment, even if it meant turning our backs on the humans on the artificial satellite. I guess that's that then. I'll respect your decision. After all, continuing this war against your will would be impossible. The project to transplant humans onto another planet is officially suspended as of now. Humanity's fate is sealed. Don't look so remorseful. I must say, I'm touched by your determination. How is it that you were able to cultivate such conviction when you were born less than 80 days ago? In a way, I suppose that belief is proof of how much you've grown here at Last Defense Academy. Sirei. I hadn't expected Sirei to agree to our decision so easily. He wasn't just a cold and heartless robot after all. There was warm affection for us somewhere deep in his circuits.
I don't think that's it.
That said, I must activate your self-destruct devices now. Bro, you gotta get him!
Eito, get his ass, bro! What are you doing just standing there? What was that crap about respecting our wishes then?
This is an automatic failsafe to ensure humanity's safety. You will all be executed as rebels. And swiftly destroying me will not work. The detonating device has been improved. It is much faster than it was before. We should have known better than to believe anything Sirei said.
Fair point.
He literally lives for humanity. There was no way he would accept our decision without a fight. Was this the end? For a moment, I really thought it was. But then... nothing's happening? Nozomi was right. It didn't seem like anything was happening. What the? What's going on?
I expected you to try to kill us, but it still caught me by surprise. It's a good thing I thought ahead and destroyed the detonation transmitter in the war room.
Of course! Blocking the signal to the detonation protocol would prevent it from activating. But when did you...
While you were all struggling over your moral dilemma, I've actually been getting some work done night after night. Wasn't easy, but I say the results speak for themselves, wouldn't you? Like I said, I knew Sirei would try to blow us up. A rebellious soldier is destined for the guillotine. That's how an army works. A rational decision for a commanding officer to make in order to preserve discipline. Makes me sick, but it makes total sense. As for what comes next, would you do the honors talking to me?
He didn't have asked. I took out my infuser. It would be easy to destroy Sirei here and now using my Hemo Anima. What I need now is a power, but determination. The determination to not look back after killing Sirei. No need to hesitate, Sumito. You've earned the right. I apologize for the terrible things I've done. This is where the evil commander makes his graceful exit. Swing your sword and cut your puppet strings.
Do it. Assert your freedom as a real, independent human being.
I summoned my class armor and stepped forward with my sword in hand. And then... I cut my enemy down. I sliced him clean in two. Sirei's remains fell to the floor and laid there motionlessly. Now there really was no turning back. Goodbye forever, Sirei. You've done your job, so rest well. Thank you for talking to me, for giving me a sense of self. She had knelt down next to Sirei's remains and quietly offered up a prayer. I had no idea what to say. After all, Sirei was almost like a parent to Shion. And yet, I killed Sirei before his very eyes.
Oh, fuck your dad, but... Sorry. Listen, man. Listen, okay. If I killed Hitler, and then, like, in front of Hitler's children, listen, basically,
I guess. I don't know. Like, well,
like, you know, like, fuck your dad, dude.
Anyways, you don't have to grimace like that. I think this was for the best. Now you're all free. Nothing could make me happier than that.
Shion, you got away with words, you know that?
Such commendable spirit. Think I might cry. What's the big idea? Just cry if you need to.
At any rate, Takumi, what should I do now? When should I join Siri in his rest? I knew we wouldn't have much time left with Shion now that we'd chosen this path. If Shion survived to day 100, the omnidirectional attack would reduce the surface of this planet to ash. But even so, please, keep living for as long as possible. We still need the Wall of Fire. And more importantly, your family. However much time you have left, I want us to spend it together. We couldn't be together with Shion through to day 100. There was no guarantee the others would survive until then either. So, it was all the more important to cherish each moment we could still spend together. And if the smiles on everyone's faces were to be believed, they all felt the same. We turned into humanity's public enemy number 1, but we had each other. Family we could trust. So I knew we would all be alright. We could do this together. As long as we stayed the course, we would eventually seize the happy ending we had all been looking for.
I'm just waiting for like Takumi to say, or that's what I thought.
Until everything went wrong! Dead now! So, what are we doing for the next 22 days?
Man, I don't know.
Even with Siri gone, his announcements keep playing. Of course, they're recordings. I started to wonder if I'd made a mistake. As usual, when left alone, I ended up overthinking things, including whether or not I was truly capable of protecting everyone in the days ahead. Oh, who is it? Wonder who that is.
Hey, Takumi.
Now! I opened the door to see who my visitor was.
Oh, fuck! You thought I was wrong? Morning? Can we talk?
No! Get out of my room! Why aren't you in your cage?
Didn't I tell you? I figured out how to escape that thing a long time ago.
Okay, I guess you did, yeah.
I ringed the doorbell like a good boy. I wouldn't have done that if I was planning to attack you.
Do you really think I trust someone who nonchalantly broke out of jail like that? Whatever. So, what do you want?
Yes, about that. I'd like to ask you to consider letting me rejoin the team.
You? You've got to be kidding!
Look, I abhor humanity, and you guys have just decided to go against them. That means we now have a common enemy. It's only natural that we team up. The enemy of an enemy is a friend and all that jazz. Right?
We may have turned against humanity, but we're not about to try and pick a fight with the satellite. This isn't about getting revenge. We just want to stop this planet from being invaded.
I know that. I wasn't thinking about attacking the artificial satellite either. We'll look for our own path without abetting humans. That's a good compromise, don't you think?
You're being uncharacteristically reasonable. What are you scheming?
Oh, suspicion. Thy name is Takumi. Is it that hard to trust me?
Think about what you've done and ask me again.
Alright. I admit I might have given you guys a little too much trouble here and there. And it would seem I'm trying to have my cake and eat it too by asking you to let a traitor like me back onto the team now. That's why I came bearing a gift.
What? A remote?
It's the detonator for the bomb in my body. Press that button and you'll blow me to smithereens.
What?
Does giving this to you make me trust me more? Can you sense my resolve? My repentance?
This is too much. I thought you hated us.
I do. You're all so ugly. But yesterday, I saw you cut off ties with those foolish humans of your own free will. You refused to help them with the invasion any further and chose to protect the people on this planet. That was beautiful. So beautiful, I almost wept. Made me want to fight by your side. That's all there is to this, I swear.
Eito Atsuki, a traitor who infiltrated the Special Defense Unit and acted like an angel of death, driving us towards annihilation. In the previous 100 days, he sabotaged our entire mission and messed everything up. He couldn't be trusted. I would never again allow him into my confidence. That had been my decision, but the Eito before me now. Alright. I'm going to trust you one last time.
Wait, what? That's all it took for you to trust me again?
Bro, I'm already
stupid or something?
Bro, I already leveled up all your skills. Get on that fucking battlefield. Get your ass out there and start killing invaders.
Oh shit, I guess you aren't really better than any of them. I think I made a mistake. Takumi, I think you need to reconsider.
Great! Pretend it, you got.
This is the way I want it to go out anyway. How did a monster as ugly as you come to have such a heart of gold?
This is real monster here, traitor. Honestly, you terrify me even now. Still, we have no right to call you a traitor now that we've turned against humanity ourselves. We were born the same way, and now stand in the same position. What's more, we now share the same feelings. I think all that's reasons enough to call you an ally.
This might be the first time in my life I'm going to say this and actually mean it, but thank you.
He gingerly held out his hand to me. I took it and gave it a squeeze.
Yay.
I'm sorry. I know it's like probably like a handshake, right? It'd be really funny if they were just holding hands.
Yeah.
Like
Takumi, you can let go now. Takumi, this is...
No,
Takumi,
you're stuck with me
Takumi,
now.
This is
what you wanted, right? You're stuck with me for the rest of our lives.
Fuck.
We've turned our back on humanity together.
Give that dead name.
No. You can't do that anymore. I won't allow you to.
Oh god.
I think this Eito's worse.
Yeah, this actually is. The fucking Gi took over Eito and it's actually just doing the opposite.
After that, I went around knocking on everyone's door to tell them Eito was back on the team. While they were still holding hands.
Yeah. Everyone's like, what are you doing, Takumi?
It's like, oh, we're letting Eito back on the team, by the way.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be a different kind of announcement.
Huh?
Considering you're,
Oh, I'm just making sure he doesn't wander off anywhere. You know, can't let him do anything weird, even though he's on the team now. But I gotta keep a tight leash on him.
Okay, that's weird. You know what? I'll have someone else explain that to you. I can't really do this.
Needless to say, there was some resistance.
Takumi, it looks like no one can accept our love.
What the hell are you thinking of?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? Isn't it obvious? Look at our hands, Takumi.
No, this is just insurance. So you don't wander off and start scheming.
No one else is taking this as insurance, buddy.
Nah, they just don't understand. We're family now. That's stupid.
Oh, fuck. It's fine, they're clones.
Yeah. It's fine.
Anything, it's closer to like self-sus.
Yeah, which I mean, we won't think about that too hard. Voiced their protest while others simply admitted they were afraid of him. I didn't blame anyone for their reactions, considering what Eito had already done. They still had a long way to go before he could be officially recognized as a member of the Special Defense Unit again. But it would happen one day. I was sure of it. I'll make sure of it.
That's terrifying.
After all, we were all comrades, born and raised in the same world. Great, I'm glad that's resolved.
Yeah. Great, now Eito's gonna break into his room every single day, just like in Route Zero.
Yeah. Now we're just gonna be constantly under Takumi's bed.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't already, but like, it's always gonna happen now. Hearing Siri's voice recording made my heart throb with a dull ache. Almost like my conscience was pricking me. No point wallowing in feelings of guilt right now. I should talk to the others and cheer myself up. I headed to the cafeteria to have some breakfast with the others.
Guys, I don't think anyone should feel guilty. This is... Fuck them, bro.
A surprising sight greeted me when I reached the cafeteria.
Personally, I'm all about Ensuki.
I have no idea what this is happening.
Enzugiri. It's quick and effective. I get that. An Enzugiri followed by a diving knee drop off the top rope while the opponent's down. This killer combo of mine has gotten me out of tight spots in the underground matches. I agree. Its efficiency can't be matched, since the back of the head is the most vulnerable spot on the human body. It may be lacking in originality, but don't worry, I got
Yeah.
I think this word is frying my brain a little bit. Reliability counts for more. Wow, such learning, many amaze. What the fuck are you
Such learning, many amaze.
Wow, such learning, many amaze.
Bro, fucking... You're just saying random words now.
What's going on here? Is Ito actually getting along with the others and not just me?
Oh, shit!
Look, Ito, back to your cage!
Get back in my room!
Everyone just like everyone turns into a fucking homophobic dog.
Yeah. They all like here like, what the fuck did you just say?
Right. Yugama's like, can I Hey talking oh fuck. Hey talking to me. You're late today. Bet you're freaking out about how everyone's so chill, huh?
I'm not freaked out, just surprised. It's only been a day. Why did you guys get so friendly with each other? It's not about getting friendly. It's about no longer having a reason to antagonize each other. We've all decided to go against humanity. Working together is only practical. Yes, we've had our differences in the past, but we're in no condition to be nursing grudges right now.
I am truly grateful for you accepting a traitor back like me back into the fold. I'll be honest though, becoming a part of a team of such repulsive beings still fills me with horror, even now. I'm still not crazy about the whole you look and sound repulsive shtick, but hey, we all gotta help. We'll take all the help we can get.
I shouldn't have been so worried. Everyone accepted Ito so easily that I was having a bit of whiplash. They have all decided to work together as comrades who will be living on this planet from now on. That also meant... Would Nozomi truly be able to abandon her home? Only she had real memories. I'll be fine, Takumi. Don't worry about me. Nozomi, I've made my choice. I'm not going back to the Tokyo residential complex. It's not right to drive the people of this planet to extinction just so humanity can survive. I have to follow my heart, and my heart's telling me to follow you guys to the ends of the universe. I see. I guess I was worried over nothing. There's been no change in the artificial satellite's behavior. I don't think they'll make any kind of move right away. The artificial satellite above us, floating in space. Were they panicking up there right now? Dwelling on it was pointless, but it was hard not to think about it. Because we once lived there, even if those memories were fake.
Try not to think about it too much. We've decided to let them all die after all.
Yeah, we can't go back to the satellite now. I'm completely fine with that, as long as Ima and all of you are with me.
Yes, in spirit of all the lies, our friendship is still real.
Thinking about what the future holds makes me queasy, but I know we can get through it together.
Yeah, our bond's stronger than all that crap. We're siblings. We're family. I'm gonna keep telling myself that.
Good, sure, Takemaru. Yes, we literally are a family. Our genetic makeup is biologically similar after all. And that must be why your presences are so reassuring to me. One would normally view this as a hopeless situation, and yet I feel no despair. When did I become such an optimist? She smiled as she said that, and we smiled in return. We all felt the same way. We weren't going to let those dire straits wipe the smile off our faces. We would protect each other and keep those smiles going. And for that, we needed to...
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Our bond with each other is so much stronger than it used to be.
Ugh, he's back to being cheesy as hell.
What do you mean? I was always like this. I'm such an optimist. Real. Hashtag real.
Flashback to all the lies he told before.
I'm hashtag real and hashtag truthful. We can't stay here enjoying family time forever. We have to decide how we're going to live our lives from now on. Yes, we won't last very long holding up in a school like this.
The wall of fire will disappear soon. We must look for another place we can use as a base.
So the sooner the better. Otherwise we'll be dropping dead before we even know it.
If we can find a suitable abandoned building, I can fix the equipment inside.
I vote for a place that no one ever goes to. I really don't want to fight anymore. So the plan is to lie low together. Sounds like some sort of secret society. I like the sound of that. I'll be security. I'll put my body on the line to keep everyone away from our secret place and protect all of you. and I'll be the bait. Throw me out to the enemies the moment you see any coming.
Flying low together at a new base. It did seem like the only viable option if we wanted to avoid fighting. But was this really the best choice? Was it really possible for us to live happily while having to watch our every move? Everyone was deep in thought about our future plans when... Can't we live with the Futurans? Nozomi made an unexpected proposal.
Live together with them, as in make peace with the aliens on this planet?
Yes, we got through to Ava, so I think we could reach some kind of understanding with the others as well. Ava treated even Nigo's remains with respect. It's clear she was a kind-hearted person who loved people.
Ava.
As long as we can find someone like Ava who's willing to listen to our side of the story, we should be able to make friends with them.
Huh? Aren't you being a little naive? We're vile, wicked invaders to them, remember?
They must hate our guts.
I doubt they're gonna believe us when we tell them that we want to stop fighting.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I have an idea. Yuriko. We cannot avoid coming into contact with the Futurans if we intend to lay down roots on this planet. Peace won't come easy, but maybe there will be a catalyst that will lead us to burying the hatchet one day.
Yes, your reconciliation with me is proof that it's not entirely impossible for the same to happen between us and the Futurans. So now it's a battle of wills. That's the kind of match I'm looking for.
I'd like to talk with them too, if at all possible. To leisurely share our culture and technology with the people of this planet.
The possibility of making peace aside, getting to know more about them is definitely something worth pursuing, Alex. And if we do manage to talk to them at length and come to an understanding, all the better. But if that doesn't seem remotely possible, we'll fall back to our plan to lie low.
Well, I guess it's worth a shot.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Looks like a heart-to-heart with the Futurans is next on the agenda then.
Our next move is now set. Get ready to go exploring. We're going beyond the Wall of Fire to try and make contact with the Futurans. We'll find a way to live peacefully on this planet, one way or another.
I have a feeling we're gonna run into Dalsha.
Yeah, I mean, he's better than Veshtus, probably.
That's probably true.
I think Veshtus is going to be the big problem.
Yeah.
Of like, we might need to actually kill her to solve this issue.
Maybe.
With that settled, we headed back to our rooms to prepare for exploration. Alright. Now then, what should I do today? More free time. We may have plans for peace, but the enemy wasn't going to stop attacking just yet. I still had a lot of preparations to make for the expedition.
Free time!
We actually do free time, or like... Sure.
I think it's like actually free time.
Okay, well, do we want to do anything? Do we want to give gifts?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I hope it does unlock the other bond of them.
Yeah, I think that would suck.
I mean, probably not, right? I feel like that would be
very odd if it did. Or we can go on our own exploration. I'm too lazy for that, actually. We'll do that next time. I thought about it, I was like, No, you know what? I have a compromise. We're doing a simple exploration. I forget that I can do that.
I have a compromise. Let's just make Takumi sleep.
Honestly, it's kind of like a waste of time to make him sleep, because you could literally just do a simple exploration and it passes the entire day, but you also get materials on it.
That's true, but consider this Takumi Ippy.
Okay, yeah, he sleeps enough. We don't need him to sleep
Takumi
more.
Ippy.
He sleeps enough during the day, bro.
Takumi Ippy.
Dude does not need more.
He's Ippy, let him sleep.
Dude, it's literally like that. There's like this one tweet where it's like, wow, that was such a great sleep I had. I'm going back to sleep. That's how he is.
Yeah.
Another day gone. Nighttime always made me feel uneasy. I wondered if we could really pull this off. Is making peace with the Futurans truly possible? If our peace talks fail, we'll have to lie low forever. It's okay. I'm sure it's going to be alright. I reassured myself over and over again as I got into bed and closed my eyes. Expedition day would come soon and I couldn't risk fainting from the lack of sleep. We spent the next 2 days getting ready for our expedition outside the Wall of Fire. Is there a time skip or am I going to play through these? Oh, never mind. We're skipping through.
Skip.
Day 82!
Yay! Bing bong, bing bong.
Alright, guys, we just have to find Dalsha and be like, please, we're not your enemy!
Please, we're literally cousins!
I want to live with you, Grandpa.
Grandpa, take us home, Grandpa.
Don't worry, we'll kill the evil vegetables for you.
Yeah, like we'll do it. We'll get rid of her.
I know you don't like her.
Yeah. We'll make sure you're out of prison forever.
Exactly.
She's gonna kill you.
Exactly. Today was the day we were going to explore outside the Wall of Fire. We would make contact with the Futurans and find a path that leads to a future without war. Is everybody ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. Those staying back will defend the school while we're gone, so let's do our best out there. You heard that, Futurin? Wait, that is not...
Sally.
Shoot Sally? Girl, what fucking word did you just make up right now? Futalians, we're coming for you.
Oh. Futurans, not Fusalians. This isn't football.
Let's go find the path to the future with no war.
Yes, I'm confident we can get through to them. There's no reason for us to be fighting at all. The pathway to peace is out there, guys. Let's go find those Futurans. In the end, we decided that Hideko, Eito, and Izomi would take point while the rest of us brought up the rear. Okay. Let's go! Let's focus on the metropolis today. There may still be people living there. We should head in that direction then. I marked it on the map yesterday.
Oh?
We're in for a long haul here. Don't forget to keep your strength up, everyone.
Yeah, don't trip on a random rock and lose 5 times.
Nope. Yes, I would like to skip. Alright, here we are. Let's look around for the Futurans. Leave no stone unturned.
We'll capture the first Futuran we'll see.
Optics, people. What would capturing them spell for our bid for peace, Our spirits high, we started scouring the area zealously. Except... Takimaru hadn't moved from where he was standing. What's the matter, Takimaru? Did you find something?
No, just thinking about how these buildings look like just like those in the Tokyo residential complex.
Yes, the resemblance is uncanny. I still find it hard to believe this is a completely different planet. But why bring this up?
Since it's similar, the people who lived here must have been similar to us too, right? Men, women, young and old, people just like us. And humanity were the only ones who wiped off... Humanity were the ones who wiped the smiles off their faces. Just thinking about it gets me all worked up for some reason.
You're right. Humanity destroyed all of it. People, buildings, vehicles.
There must have been a pro wrestling ring somewhere around this town too. All life and culture has been brutally uprooted and destroyed. War is truly the epitome of all foolishness. Humanity is beyond salvation. Extinction is the only fitting for the end of all of it. Well, whatever the fuck that sentence said, I can't fucking read.
I cannot help but agree when I look at the desolation of this town. But there's no need for us to go down with mankind. We've outgrown them, and so we'll pursue the path of peace instead. Yes, it's a path that will ensure we never repeat the mistakes that humans made. The path of coexistence with the people of this planet. We continued our exploration with a renewed determination. We walked around the rubble, carefully searching for traces of a Futuran presence. About 2 hours after we had begun... Guys, look at this! Tsubasa pointed to a spot on the ground, where the remains of a campfire could be seen. It's fresh. The fire's only just been put out.
I doubt school invaders have enough intellect to light a match, so this must be the work of people.
There must be Futurans nearby then.
Well done, Tsubasa. You made the discovery of a lifetime.
Aw, you're making me blush. Let's look around this area. We may well find the Futurans today. But things didn't go as smoothly as we had hoped. We searched until sundown, but found no other clues that could lead us to the Futurans. In the end, we had to stop for the night and continue searching again the next day. Alright, on to another exploration.
Yippee.
Here's hoping we find some Futurans tomorrow. I decided to go to bed early so I could be well rested for more exploration the next day. But right as I was closing my eyes... Oh, Shion.
Hi.
He stopped knocking again.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you have a minute? Shion, are you feeling okay? Yes, I'm much better now. Rest assured that I'll protect all of you until day 100, no matter what. But let's not talk about that. Can you tell me more about the outside world? How did the exploration go? Did you meet any Futurists? Unfortunately not. We found traces of some people left behind, but couldn't find who left them, no matter how hard we looked. I see. They must be wary of us, so they may well be in hiding. I mean, I don't blame them. Humanity has done nothing but terrible things to the people of this planet. And honestly, I'm just as terrified as they are. Just the thought that they might attack us instead of listening to us fills me with dread. But what? Truth be told, I'm also a little excited. If we can make peace with the Futurists, we'll be opening up new paths no one's ever taken before. The thought alone moves me to want to try harder. And if anyone can make peace with them, it's you, Takumi. You were able to make friends with a strange being like me after all. You even made friends with that weirdo Eito.
What does that mean? What does it?
I saw all of it. Man, that was really weird, Takumi.
Eito crawls out from under the bed. Like, hey, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Eito, get back on me! You're not allowed.
Whatever you say, Takumi. Just say you're the one making this look straight.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Takumi, what the fuck was that? It's like it sounds like moving on. If you could do that, I'm sure you could reach an understanding with this planet's people too. People's planet. It feels weird to be trying so hard to negotiate with the Futurists when we just cut ties with humanity. Who knows? Maybe someday you'll be able to open up a dialogue with humanity.
They're not all
Yeah, that would be nice. While we were talking, I had started to get really sleepy. Perhaps it was because of the gentle glow of Shion's flames right next to me. That night, I slept like a log all the way until morning. Day 83! Oh my god, Takumi wasn't wrong when he called Shion an invader the first time.
Yeah. Technically, he was right. He vibe checked the shit out of him.
He was right, bro. Oh my god, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Alright, another day, another expedition. We'll focus on the area around the campfire from yesterday and see what we can find. Today is the day we find the Futurists, and the hope for a better tomorrow. Guys, it'd be great if we could find Commune, but I feel like she might be a little dead.
Yeah, she's probably dead in that cave.
Okay, let's get going. We reversed our positions from yesterday, with Takimaru, Moko, and Tsubasa making up the front guard today. Cool.
Who cares?
I don't know, man. Oh, I think it's like who's on the exploration team. But we just skipped that, so it doesn't matter. I was also like, huh? But since technically, I think if you don't want to skip this, you know, you
and want to pick up shit.
Manually.
Yeah.
I mean, we could, but also, I'm incredibly lazy.
Yeah, and also we give a fuck. Did you hear something just now? Huh? The wind, you mean?
No, I definitely heard something over here.
Wait, don't go running off by yourself. It's dangerous. We all ran after Moko as she dashed towards the source of the sound.
I hear some fire.
Look over there.
Oh, it's one of those guys.
Yes, that like. Oh, it's a child.
A child?
It's a Commune. Is it her?
Although
bad. Those invaders are gonna kill that brat.
Takimaru.
But why would they attack one of their own?
This ain't no time to think about that. Save the kid now. Ask questions later.
This is our chance to speak to a real Futurin. We can't let it go to waste.
Let's do this, everyone.
The school invaders fell easily enough. The problem was...
No, they're just a baby.
The child looked at us and started shaking like a leaf. It was a natural reaction. To this child, we were the ones who reduced their planet to ruins. What could we do to put this child at ease? Something that would charm a child. Aha! Would you like some chocolate? Why did he have that
Did
on
he just
him?
have that in his pocket?
I don't know.
It'd be really funny if, like, I don't know, Eito was carrying around the snack as a snack and he just, like, took it out of Eito's pocket.
He's like, oh, sorry, Eito, I'm borrowing this one. I know this is yours, but I don't care.
What the fuck, Takumi? I was gonna eat that.
No. I offered the child some mediocre chocolate that I had brought along as emergency ration. Who the hell wants to voice the child? I can do a child voice.
You could do a child voice?
Chocolate? Yes, it's a symbol of friendship. We'd like to make friends with you. Go on, take it. It's not poisoned. I promise Eito didn't do anything to it.
Thank God Yugama's not here, or else, like, he would probably make some comment.
Oh, God. We stood in silence, hoping and praying. Okay. The frightened little child finally tore open the chocolate and began eating voraciously. They made short work of it. It was clear that the child was really, truly hungry. Their skinny bodies said as much. Slow down, the chocolate's not going anywhere. Here, we've got water too.
We've got plenty more right here. Would you like seconds? You don't have to be so afraid. We're on your side.
You know, we really do just want to talk. What about you? Want to talk with us?
The maiden says not to talk to the children of the stars. Children of the stars?
That must be what they called us. From the Futurans' perspective, we're aliens that came down from the sky.
Maybe you could tell the maiden about us, and we could talk to her instead? We want to stop the fighting and find a way to live peacefully here on Futurum. It was a gamble. That maiden the child spoke of could be a subordinate of Vesh's. But we couldn't let this chance slip by. We had to try, no matter how risky it seemed. Here, take this with you. Tsubasa took out a messenger arrow she crafted in case of situations like this. It was a primitive transmitter. Shoot this out into the wall of fire, and we'll come meet you again. Our new friend took the arrow and disappeared into the ruins. Well, I guess we should go back to the school. We decided we would retreat back to the school and wait for the maiden's reply. Several days passed.
Is maiden gonna be commune?
I think maybe, because, like, didn't they, like, kind of revere her as, like, some sort of thing before?
Yeah.
Like, she was important, and I don't know who else it could be.
That's true.
It's, I hope it's not Vesh's, because otherwise that would be really awkward.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like Vesh's would not be hailed as, like, a maiden. It's like,
no.
Because she's always like, I'm the god of this world,
That's
or whatever,
true.
and, you know,
That's true, that's
I'm
true.
the hero.
So if it is commune or a third party.
Who knows? Morning already. Also, we are flying by these days.
Yeah.
It's open. Come in. Oh.
Takumi, good morning.
What the hell did you get out from under my bed?
Don't worry about it. I went to go make
You know you're not allowed to leave my sight.
What the
You know you're not allowed to go anywhere without me, Eito.
You can't tell me what the fuck to do, Takumi.
Yes, I can.
You and your sister.
I have your bomb detonator right.
Gotta give you that shit.
Exactly. Anyways, the door opened and Eito walked in.
Sorry to wake you so early, but it's an emergency.
You mean...
Looks like your gamble paid off. An arrow flew in from across the wall of fire with a message attached. It said that they want to meet with us and they're waiting outside the wall.
It's time then. Well, let's not keep them waiting.
I'm trying to remember if it is commune. I'm trying to remember what fucking voice I gave her. I think it was like a little brat.
Yeah. It's finally happening.
You're a bundle of nerves. Relax. You're gonna make them suspicious.
It was just going to be me, Nozomi, and Eito meeting with the Futura messenger. Too large a party would probably make it look like we were trying to intimidate them. The others had agreed to stay inside the school for now.
Nightmare blunt rotation.
Oh god, yeah, this is thoroughly a trio of characters. Let's go.
Takumi, Nozomi, and the female Nozomi that, like, Takumi's projecting onto.
We used a fire extinguisher to make a hole in the wall, allowing the messenger to step through. And yay! Yay, girl! She's still alive! Yes! Fuck yeah! I didn't actually think she would show up in a run again.
Yes!
I was so sure she was.
I wonder if we're gonna find out that she's Ava's child.
Oh yeah, because they don't know, but we know.
We know. So, that's the Futurans messenger. She looks a lot like you guys to me.
Oh, wait, so then they also look like monsters to Ato too then?
I guess
like the Futurins? Even though, like, you know, they're... I mean, I guess they're future, but it's like... It's like any humanoid shape is like... Ugh to him.
I mean, maybe the commanders look normal to him. Because I feel like the commanders got a bit more fucking swag going on.
Yes, but like, maybe like only with their helmets on.
Maybe.
They look fine. But then it's like they take off their helmets and he's like, ew.
Ew, what the fuck?
Get away from me. Is that the maiden? She's still a child. Oh, Nozomi, that's your future little sister.
That is literally your little sister, bro.
You don't know this, but Hi, thanks for coming. My name's Takumi Sumino. This is Eito Atsuki and Nozomi Kirifuji.
So you are Takumi Sumino. I have heard of you.
She's heard of me? How?
For over 80 days now, you've laid waste to Futurum's greatest heroes. Naturally, your identities have been ascertained and disseminated to the populace at large. We also know that you're not true children of the stars, but creations made using the divine blood that was stolen from us.
How the fuck did they figure all this out?
I know a lot of things! You know me!
Divine blood? You mean the cryptoglobin running in our veins?
Indeed, divine blood is a sign. Sign 1 has been chosen by God. Only those who are worthy are permitted to use it. Yet your people stole it from us, and you yourselves have drunk deep of the blood of our heroes. For you to reach out to us after everything you've done, naturally, I couldn't help but be curious.
I see. So you guys have been wondering about us too. What? Was it really wise to accept our invitation so easily? Wouldn't you be marked by Vexus for contacting us without letting her know?
She already has us marked. We've been opposing that woman for quite some time.
Opposing? You mean you're fighting her?
Fight? Oh no.
The girl smiled wryly.
As you well know, Vexus is a hero. Even among the chosen ones, she stands alone. We ordinary citizens could never best her in battle, but that doesn't mean we obey her every whim either.
Just what is Vexus to you? Isn't she your leader?
More like a dictator, but make no mistake, that too is something your people have brought.
The children of the stars have been waging war on our planet since long before your fiery fortress arrived. Our self-defense focused military was ill-suited to dealing with such a threat. Across all our known history, we have only fought 12 major wars. This is our 13th. For a long time, Futurum had no standing army at all. Those chosen by divine blood were treated as royalty, and our civilization flourished under their harmonious rule. But the children of the stars unleashed new and terrible threats on our planet. Air raids, firebombing, chemical weapons, biological warfare. They visited death and destruction on our people like never before. You've seen the results for yourselves.
She must mean all the ruined towns and buildings outside the school.
Just when all hope seemed lost, Veshnes appeared. With her divine blood, we were finally able to offer some real resistance. She united the other chosen under her command, and became the hope of all Futurum, showing us the way forward. Having won several victories for the Sovereign Army, she assumed the position of Guardian of the Boxes of Blessings. She was a hero, a living legend. We welcomed her as our leader.
The second phase of this war that transformed our hero into a tyrant.
Sorry. How long has Vexus been around?
She's old as shit, bro.
It's like
she's old as shit.
They were like, oh yeah, we've been fighting this war for like generations. So I'm like, when the hell did Vexus appear?
Yeah, I don't know. Her skincare routine is fucking flawless.
Yeah,
though.
damn.
She's like hundreds of years
With
old.
all that goddamn chemo anima, man.
Probably.
To supplement our enemy's power, Vexus used captured children of the stars to create the monsters you call invaders.
Wait! They used, oh my god, they used like prisoners of war, didn't they?
Oh.
They like captured like humans and then turned them into like the, oh my god.
Oh.
They're just like,
oh shit. Yeah, no, it really is.
Hey,
just
hold on.
like, yeah.
This is a little, guys. The parallel. Oh.
Yeah, Commune. I think you're probably the best bet if you're like also.
Cause I'm trying to remember what they said in the Killing Game round where they were like they just said there was like soldiers who can't fight anymore that were turned into like.
No, I think they said that they were people. Like they were humans. They were just like they couldn't be turned back anymore. Because that's why like Takumi felt like so fucking guilty the entire time. Because he's like, I'm just slaughtering regular people.
I think it was because I was under the assumption that like when they said like it was just like humans. Well, then I assumed that it was like the future. Because like at that point they didn't know like the Futurans were like aliens. So it's like they thought that they were all kind of like the same people, I guess.
Yeah.
So I thought it was like, oh, it's like humans, but it's like the Futuran people that were getting turned into like the invaders.
I see what you mean.
But instead it's like actually like the humans who are getting turned into the invaders.
Yeah.
Which is like, Bro, no wonder Dalsha's like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, honestly.
Which is, it's like, it's still very bad.
Damn, if he's like an old man though, how old is he?
Oh my god. Bro, what are these freaking Futuran lifespans?
Right?
She didn't stop there. She rounded up all dissenters, political rivals, peaceful protesters.
Never mind, it is all of them.
Yeah.
Never mind. Anyone that fucking hates her is just going in the freaking machine.
Yeah, I think any living being can be turned into those blobs.
I guess.
Anyone who opposed her were also mutated into those gargantuous creatures.
Gargantuous, yeah, man. Just like, leave that. Yeah, just like leave that.
Okay,
we're like fucking, I fumbled over that. It's in the past. It's in the fucking transcript. I'm not fucking. Alright. Yeah. It's the fucking Takemura in me. Yeah.
That is the true nature of the ground troops that you've been mowing down through Futuran's 13th war.
She did that to Futurans? To her own people?
How repulsive.
A ruler like that is no better than humans. That is why we formed the rebellion. We operate in secret, in hopes of someday stopping vexes.
My name is Commune. I am the rebellion's leader, and its sole possessor of divine blood.
Blessed though I am, my ability, divine wisdom, is little help on the front lines. Without warriors like yourselves, exposing vexes is nothing but a fantasy. You have a choice to make, children of the stars. You have cut ties with the people of your home planet, yet you also refuse to yield to vexes.
Will you not join us, that we may defeat her together?
Naturally, we do not expect your help for nothing in return. We can guarantee you a peaceful life on this planet when the war is over. We will welcome you as comrades and ensure that your needs are met. Give us your strength, and we shall give you a life worth living. Now, what say you?
This is a decision?
This is a decision.
Why the hell would we ever say no?
Where the fuck are we on this damn map?
I have not checked. I think maybe we have strayed off a little. If I had
might have strayed off a bit.
Join the rebellion. No, fuck you, Commune.
Yeah, like what? Like, huh?
Like, what else are we going to do?
Say no. Yeah, actually, we're gonna pick like a fourth party.
No, it's just gonna be that we live on our own.
Yeah.
Well, of course we're going to join her, guys. This seems like the best option.
Yes.
Commune.
Yes.
Sorry, we killed your mom.
Our bad. We had to learn the truth.
So that's how things stand.
Oh, hi,
Is that
Dalsha.
Dalsha? Is he here? No, Dalsha, you better not pull some. I know
Dalsha, King, join us.
Dalsha, your chivalry better not. You better have your chivalrous intentions in mind and not pull some weird ass shit on you.
Dalsha, join us.
No, this picture's so funny every time
I love this CG. It might be my favorite. It's the way that he's like squatting.
He's like literally kneeling to look at something.
Yeah.
Like, how tall is this dude, bro?
So tall.
This is certainly a surprise. Weren't we supposed to have killed them all already?
It's my first time on the battlefield in a while. I didn't expect to see you here, young insurgent.
So he's like, Grandpa, get out of here!
Yeah. No one asked you to be here.
Your presence here is troubling.
I don't much care for that woman either, Commune. But what you're doing is a betrayal of your people. Plain and simple. I cannot turn a blind eye. My warrior's pride forbids it.
As for you, children of the stars, prepare yourselves for battle. I have no wish to win by catching you off guard.
My rebels will deal with his troops. You concentrate on Dal Shah, but do not underestimate him. This man is a champion among champions, a hero among heroes.
Got it. Thanks.
We got our infusers ready. This battle came out of nowhere, but we couldn't let that rattle us. Working together with Commune and the others, this commander wouldn't know what hit him. I don't know if we're gonna get him first try, but sure.
Yeah.
Alright guys, let's fight him again. Because usually it's like a 2-part battle.
Yeah.
Usually he doesn't go down that easily, unfortunately.
God of...
Hi, Karen. Girl, rebel.
Hey guys.
Who in the world scheduled us to take him on? You sure you don't know him, Takumi?
Yeah. I never saw him during the previous 100 days.
Doesn't he look like the commander we saw at the very start?
I wonder why.
You're right. Maybe the enemy is running out of original designs.
Or maybe that.
Never mind what he looks like. Just get ready. It's fight or die.
Don't get intimidated, guys. If he bleeds, we can kill him.
You said someone looked like me. Did you mean Merlin? It's only natural we look alike. He carries my blood after all. He was my son.
Your son?
That woman forced him to become a warrior. She sent him to an early grave. True, she was only following the law. I'll still not forgive her for that.
The law? The hell is the law?
Following the law.
Wait, if you hate Vashnas that much, there's no need for us to fight.
None of this would have happened if your people had not invaded our planet in the first place.
Girl, haven't you heard? We're cousins.
Now show me your power. Prove that my son did not die a meaningless death.
Yeah, I guess maybe the fact that we killed his son is a little,
Yeah, that's probably, honestly, yeah. That might be a little,
He's a little justified.
I didn't think about that.
I kinda forgot.
My bad.
Against anyone else, you would surely have triumphed. It's no wonder the rebels hold you in such high regard. Your power is formidable.
Damn, this guy's good. Our attacks are barely scratching him.
My body is unyielding. My spirit unbreakable. Even against 1,000 foes, I will not falter.
We'll just throw a bomb at you, bro.
Show me what you're really made of, children of the stars. Is this what our heroes died for?
Oh wait, no, guys, we need the fish stench.
True.
He hates that fish
Open
smell,
up
man.
a can of tuna.
This can't be happening. If we can't even damage him, he'll kill us all. What do we do? What do we do? There's gotta be a way to break through that armor. Get the fish!
It was like, bomb.
Just what it looked like. Oh, sorry. Can you
Tell
tell?
me, I have a bomb in me. Just throw me at him. And
Bro, I'm sorry. Ato, you ain't doing jack shit. It's that bomb. You're gonna bounce off of him, and it's gonna be like,
That would be really funny, though. I think this is
like,
not...
what the fuck was that? Why'd you just throw this weird freak at me?
What the fuck? Only Takumi's allowed to call me a freak, freak.
Then he murdered.
That's how we do it.
Oh god. Just when it looked like we were all out of options, things took an unexpected turn. Blue. Commune!
What?
Somebody had shot the commander with an arrow from the sidelines. It was the rebel leader, Commune.
Hell yeah.
The arrow caused Delsha to experience a sudden dramatic change to his body.
Seems it is I who underestimated you.
Oh, he needs respawn.
Get his ass. I mean, I guess she's like all techie and stuff. I'm sure she figured out the like how to break his shield and shit.
Hey, he de-transformed. What the fuck's going on here?
Callie, are you okay?
fucking hate this shit. This is my ability, Divine Wisdom. I've analyzed your cryptoglobin and found its weakness, Dalsha.
Leaving that. Oh, I'm going between it too.
Yeah, no, I just watched slowly. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I did this to myself, quite literally. You even managed to forcibly undo my transformation. So this is the rebellion's secret weapon. You leave me no choice. We will finish this another time.
Okay, goodbye. When the light faded, Dalsha was gone. Whether he'd run away from us or decide to spare us, it was hard to tell.
That was a close one. Don't you think we could have lasted? I don't think we could have lasted against him much longer.
It sounded like he's planning to come back, but for now, I think we can say the battle's over.
Once again, I am grateful that you'll fight alongside us. I am sure that together we can create a brighter future. Alas, it would be impractical to move the entire rebel army here. What would you say to me remaining here and acting as a liaison between the two groups?
Sounds like a great idea. We'd be happy to have you here, Commune. And so, a Futuran was welcomed into Last Defense Academy as a compatriot. Do you think she's gonna find Ava's grave?
Oh, fuck, yeah, probably.
Don't worry.
Oh, shit. Oh, This is a little awkward.
Yeah. Just a little bit, you know.
Unfortunate. I mean, maybe she knows that her mom's dead.
Well, she probably just assumed that her mom was killed by us at some point, if I had to guess. But it's a little, it's still a little awkward to just have her grave here.
Yeah.
Also, we can't tell her about the brainwashing. I think that makes it even worse.
Yeah. Shoma, you better keep your mouth shut.
It's morning. I want to check on Commune, so I guess I'll head to the cafeteria for now. We're all here! Yippee! Everyone was already here when I got to the cafeteria, including Commune. Good morning, Takumi. Would you like some squid skewers and blueberry sauce? I think I'll pass.
What about sea cucumber with banana? I call it... You call it, huh? You call it, huh?
Yeah.
Am I reading that right?
Nah, just pronounce it as best as you can.
Fucking what? Sea cocky, bro?
I think it's
sea cookie?
I think it's like sea cukie or something.
Sea cukie. I call it sea cukie banana nesh.
What kind of crazy name is that? Is that Futuran or something?
No, just a bunch of nonsense sounds.
Did you just laugh, Miss Commune?
No need for honorifics. Please, just Commune will do. And yes, I did laugh. Find your dining customs pleasant and lively. Watching you crack jokes warms my heart. But most of all, this food is delicious. Can't remember the last time I had a meal this lavish. Feel guilty when I think about my fellow rebels out there eating plain ramen.
Wait, you have ramen here on Futuran?
We have ramen and curry as well. We even have soy sauce and miso. It appears our cultures share more in common than I imagined. Perhaps that's the reason why you all feel so familiar to me already. This academy feels like it's being surrounded by old friends.
And stay here forever. Also, call me Nozomi. Actually, you can call me Big Sis.
Oh, fuck. Not this shit.
Come here.
Very well. I hope to stay as long as I can, Nozomi.
It only took Commune one night to fit in here. Everyone seemed to be curious about the Futuran culture, peppering Commune with question after question. It seemed like we had succeeded in forging a peaceful relationship with the Futurans. But, it's nice that we're all getting along now, but we have more urgent matters to discuss. We need to come up with a plan for when that Commander Dalsha comes back.
Yes, that commander seems imprevious to our attacks.
Oh, Vexus was bad enough. The hell is up with that geezer?
Commune, who is Dalsha?
He was a previous leader before Vexus. He garnered a lot of responsibility with his overwhelming power and noble spirit. He was one of the most renowned warriors of the planet. After being defeated by Vexus, he was imprisoned underground. Evidently, they released him for this war. In other words, he's a real strong general. That explains it. Indeed. It would be an exaggeration to say it would not be an exaggeration to say that he's the strongest warrior there is. He has only lost once in his life, and nobody besides Veshus has been able to even scratch it.
Oh fuck, it's all these voices. I'm like, whoa.
And I
sorry, I'm like cycling through.
It's okay. It takes some practice to get all the range.
The fact that he's fucking back here. How can he have to fucking put me back in the fucking cage?
No, get under my bed.
I thought he had some strong defense, but not to this level. I guess in this case, the best offense is a good defense. Dang it! Fucking all these voices don't have
Somebody
at another boss in late stage. What kind of BS game is this? Fear not. With your special events unit and our rebellion joining forces, there is not a single enemy that can stand against us. After overcoming our differences and reaching a mutual understanding, the gods of this planet will surely offer us their protection.
I think the reason you have so many voices because the 3 characters that I voiced died.
Yeah, I like literally have like fucking like 4 characters that died. Ava also died.
Oh yeah, Ava's also dead now.
Yeah.
And I also voiced and also voiced Nico. Sorry, they keep killing all the characters.
Okay. It's also the fact that like they just keep playing them back to back.
Yeah.
And, like, listen, I'm not the best either, so all their voices are not that dissimilar. So I'm just like, fuck, I have to remember what fucking.
Yeah.
Especially Ato, because Ato uses like a different part of my like fucking vocal cords.
Yeah,
that,
it's
like,
a little odd to
Our path leads to a world full of laughter and peace. So let us rejoice and make merriment. You cannot see the bright future with a dour face and heart full of despair.
Commune. I could feel my anxiety leaving my body as I looked upon her beaming smile. I could see why she's their leader. You're right. We'll lose winnable fights if we feel dejected from the get-go. Let's usher in a bright future together. Let's fight Delsha and Veshus with hope in our hearts.
Yes, precisely. With a dream and determination, one can face anything. I know. Why don't you all share your dreams with me?
I mean, I don't know if I'll call it a dream. Once the war's over, I want to work as a construction worker. I'm gonna rebuild everything humanity tore down and build homes where brats and geezers can live peacefully.
And I'll fix all the machines of this planet. And someday, I'll make planes and cars, and eventually a whole transportation infrastructure.
I'm gonna start a wrestling league. I'll inspire everyone with my toughness. I'll be Futurum's greatest wrestler.
I don't know what I want to do yet. So I want to survive this war in order to find my calling.
And I want to support whatever Kaka wants to do.
I want to build a school. I want to build a place where the children harmed by this war can study in safety.
And I'll cook the lunches for that school. I'm used to taking care of kids, even though they're all fake memories.
Maybe I'll be the school nurse then. I'm so overkilling at this point. Although, that's a fake memory too.
You're all so repulsive, sharing your dreams with each other.
Ato, shut up. Or I'll explode this bomb inside of you.
My dream is to live with Takumi.
I mean, what? Who said that? That's weird.
We all heard you, Ato, don't worry.
What? No. Forget that. I'll put you all in the fucking brainwashing machine. So, I'll say my dream is to write a book on how pathetic and repulsive your lives are.
It's not any better, bro.
Just say you want to be an author.
Also, of course he wants to be a writer. Bro loves his book.
Yeah.
As we all shared our post-war dreams, everyone's expressions started becoming warmer and warmer. We needed dreams to face hardship. Commune was right. But then...
Xion!
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sad you have to die.
No, he doesn't have... Don't worry, Commune can figure it out.
Oh, that's true.
Commune's the one that figured out he can put it into a glass jar.
Put him in an orb.
Xion.
Yeah! Yes!
You don't need to be scared, Commune. Xion's one of us.
What do you mean? Jeez, turn it down a notch. Well, not that I can blame you.
Not you were literally just...
Yes, that proves that comic really is still a thing.
Hey! Been a while, Xion.
Are you feeling okay? I'm feeling better, thanks. As I was listening to you all share your dreams for the future, I felt a surge of strength inside of me. while my life will end in just a few days, we will all get to continue on into the future. Once I was able to process that, I realized what my role should be. Your role? My role will be to get you there. To a world with no more war. And so we all resolved to fight for our dreams. Over the next 3 days, we carefully prepared for the coming fight against Dulcia. Is those 3 days a time skip or
Time skip.
Oh, yep. Skip. Those 3 days are a time skip. How fun.
Yeah, baby.
They're like, we have no time for free time anymore.
No more free time.
Ding dong meatball.
Only wartime.
Ugh.
Oh. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Hold on. I do want to look at this. Where are we? Wait! How are we still on?
No. Okay, it branched off. It branched off.
We branched off, I think, when we chose to abandon humanity. We're like, fuck this timeline.
So the straight timeline is fighting for humanity.
Unfortunately, we have branched off from there.
You know what? It was bound to happen eventually, and I'm glad it's here.
Yeah. This is what we needed.
Wait, does that mean the one that like, unless it like does like some weird jumpy thing? Because there was like, remember there was like a timeline that was like just like above this one. Maybe it just like ends soon.
Maybe it does. What is this? This is killing Ato.
Oh, killing Ato ends our timeline early? Oh, what a surprise. Oh, who would have fucking guessed? Sorry, I hate to metagame, but I was like, oh.
Anyways, I was also thinking about maybe I do this shit here.
Honestly, yeah, that's fair.
Don't worry, we got through like 30 days or what. We're almost done. I think next time we can get to an ending.
Yes.
We can get to day 100. Trust, because
at
it's
least
only
once.
Because it's like you fight Dulcia, stuff probably happens, and then you fight Vesh's, and then it's done.
Yes.
Probably done after that.
Yes. And
Not
then
too
cute
far.
CG, and then
Hopefully we're not all dead by then. So hopefully nothing terrible happens.
Ato, you better keep in fucking line, bro. Fell for it again, award.
God damn it. No. I'll blow you up, Jason. If you do anything, I'll blow you up.
Takumi, you can't blow me up. You love me too much.
I can and I will. I have this detonator in my hand for a reason.
Little did you know I handed you a fake detonator.
And I'll kill you myself again.
Not unless I get you first.
Oh yeah. Convince Toxic Yaoi CG.
Freaking Rumble starts playing.
They're all like, what the fuck is happening? What is this gay ass fight? They're all just staring. Like, they do not care. They all leave with Camille.
Yeah.
They let Ato and Takumi like battle it out.
The school like blows up and they're just like living peacefully. You know, like the comedy route, but they're like, instead of turning into like fish, they turn into the homophobic dog.
Yeah. They all just leave them alone. They're like, we're not interacting with you guys anymore. You guys are a little too weird.
Oh, they're a bit too much.
We don't condone this behavior. Well, next time though.
Yes.
Trust. Tomorrow.
Did you actually click save or did you? Like...
I did click save because it says day 92 on it.
Okay.
Don't worry, even if I didn't, there's the autosave.
Oh, that's true.
It's fine. Yeah. The autosave is there. But I just like saving just in case the autosave is like weird and puts us in a spot further back.
True.
But yeah. We'll do that next time. Yeah!